Let's make this the best 3 hours for charity, my weebs.
I will be lurking in the background in case anything goes wrong. But if not, I will hand it over to you guys. Have fun. See you
Cool.
later. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 I want John lurking in the background of my life forever.
You can have that happen. You live in this. Y'all are like down the street from each other, right?
Yeah.
Well, England is very small.
You see, I'm not wrong. All right. Yes.
England is the size of 2 city blocks. Everyone knows each other. And there's 12 pubs,
That's
one
right.
for each person that lives in England.
Yeah, that's why we have a very narrow gene pool amongst the dominant genetic community, aka Whitey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, here we go. Yep. See, transformation fans. Now you know why we don't go live for this very reason.
Yeah, I was extremely distracted by Jennifer putting in a beer order. So,
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh.
yes.
Bye.
Fair.
So
Bye.
Thank you to John for setting everything up, and thank you so much for you beautiful people for joining us here on, I like to call it Anime Hour, which, as we all know, anime got to have filler, so that's 3 hours for 1 hour of content, baby.
You're goddamn right.
You're right, baby. Everyone at home, this is 1 hour of time. You might see that clock go 3 chunks. That's just how anime do be working. Jessy Kimmen, how are you today?
Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
Perfect. Vince, how are you today?
I'm good. I am quarantined.
Perfect. You look quarantined. You have a glow to you.
Yes, it's homeless chic. Yes.
And the Stonicks here reporting live from the this is embarrassing. Hokage's office. I was like, Naruto streams it every 9 seconds. What's that word called? Hokage. How are you today, Ben and Kym?
We're doing great. I'm very nervous/excited for this. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Ben had to patrol before we started this stream because he thought he saw an intruder in our lawn.
Yeah, that's right.
The game is too powerful.
It was just our neighbor getting their mail.
You're on the goddamn case, and I respect that. I'm obviously ready because I have my Naruto crop top and my Naruto headband or video. So I'm fucking ready, bros.
I want to show mine off too because we are rivals. I've got the Uchiha in the back.
Oh my god.
Mine doesn't have any.
How many episodes of Naruto have you seen, Tim?
30?
I still think that his last name is Shippuden. So
I mean, I've read Junji Ito. That's probably the closest I've gotten to like Naruto Uzumaki. So
I mean,
And you're not that far off. It's very little difference.
okay. So when does Naruto's face collapse into itself?
not till Shippuden.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't spoil it for Tim.
yeah. Kym,
basic-
what the fuck are we going to play right now, my friend?
All right, we are playing a hack I made of the RPG system Freeform Universal, or FU, or FU, if you're feeling spicy.
Fuck you!
And, and for those in the chat, this is just a brief rundown on how the game works. If you already know how it works, you might notice that I'm bending and twisting the rules, and if you call me out in the chat, shh, don't. But how it works is instead of having specific number attributes, all of these characters have different adjectives or adverbs. No, it's adjectives that they have for like their body, their mind, their edge. So, for example, Vince's character, for his body adjective, he has unhealthy. So he is not good at running or jumping or any feats of endurance.
But Kym, what about his character?
Set up and teed off.
Whereas Jessy has quick, so she's very fast. She can run she can dodge. She can see the code in the matrix, stuff like that. So Vince is more of a negative attribute, whereas Jessy's is a positive, and that comes into play because what they are trying to do, they are rolling d6s, and they want to get even numbers. They're rolling against the odds. 6 is the best you can get. You succeed and you get something you want. A 4 is a success and it's just flat out, you don't get anything extra. A 2 is a success, but something may go a little awry. Same thing with the odds. A 5 is not a success, but you may get something that helps you out a little bit. So it's not a total wash. A 3 is just you fail. And a 1 is you fucking blew it, man. Shit is for you. So they're not just rolling one die. These positive and negative attributes that they have on their character sheets, it could come from gear, and it also could come from the environment they're in. They go towards negative and positive dice pools. They're never going to be rolling both negative and positive dice at the same time. They have to count up how many of each they have, and then roll from the pool that has the majority. So if they're rolling a positive pool, they'll roll as many positive dice as they have and take the best number. If they're rolling a negative dice pool, they'll roll all the dice that they have, all the negative attributes that give them dice, and they take the worst number. So they're always going to be looking at one dice result, but the more adjectives they have, the more chances that they have to get a better number or a worse number. So it's going to be interesting. It's sort of set up like Monster Hearts in that I, as the GM, will set the scenes. We can have just role play only scenes. Like, it's not really an intensive dice rolling game. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be super relaxing, and there's going to be some big laughs. So I hope we all enjoy.
And just like Monster Hearts, I'm looking to get fingered by an ogre.
Yes, I'll make your dreams come true, Vince. This is for you, my friend.
Oh, that's a good thing I'm flexible.
Naruto of Yuto people, do you want to click record to throw it up on your feed?
Oh shit, yeah.
For people that missed it today?
Yes. All right.
Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey! Recording.
Oh,
there we go, baby.
All right. So I'm going to read a little intro that I wrote to set the scene, and then I will have each of you introduce your characters and give us sort of an idea of who they are. Imagine inspiring Naruto flute behind this. Okay.
1,000 years ago, there was a fox.
Yes!
I've seen the first 10 seconds.
Perfect.
Sing, oh muse of Konoha, the dope-ass ninja village full of even doper acid ninja, where we lay our scene. You three are fresh-faced young Ginin, child soldiers under the watchful care of the 7th Hokage, Naruto Uzumaki, who is now a Dilf in Silver Fox. Under the tutelage of your squad leader, Boruto Uzumaki, your days are full of laughter, hijinks, and occasional murders. You are in Team 7, like all cool and important ninja are.
Yes.
Lately, though, you have been getting a bit too big for your collective britches and crave the adrenaline high that comes with taking on higher difficulty missions, like kidnapping and bridge guarding. Even though your first Chunin exam attempt ended in abject failure, just absolutely shit the bed on that one, Boruto has relented and signed you up for your second chance at victory. Who will die? Who will cry? Find out now on Naruto Time.
Everybody stand up. 3, 2, 1, make some noise.
Okay, let's wreck the cannon.
Yeah, that's right.
Time loops.
That's right.
Who would like to introduce their character first?
Make Tim do it. Okay.
Tim can go first.
Hello, I am playing Turnip. He, how old did we say that all of us are?
16?
16. He's a 16-year-old boy from the Leaf Village. He excels primarily in cooking up vicious traps, delectable treats, and he is really focused on maybe not as much of the jutsus, but he infuses whatever he makes with his own inborn chakra to make it better. So even if he's making some ramen for Boruto's dad, it just tastes a little bit better because of his chakra. Or if he is throwing a mushroom at an enemy, it has a little bit more oomph for his due to his chakra. He's an orphan, naturally. He's probably 5.5 feet tall, probably too skinny, with kind of like sallow urchin eyes. But he gets exercise in, but he's probably like over geared with like a whole bunch of like random bullshit, pots and pans, packs with like different reagents, so to speak, and potions and things like that.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Turnip never runs out of condoms.
No, never. Always prepared. Always prepared.
Okay,
Who next?
Jessy.
Character's name is Rika. She is not an orphan. She took the attributes of being quick, being a lateral thinker, being a weapons expert, and she's lucky sometimes. She's a weapons expert as well as a elemental using ninja. So she has the chain sickle, and she uses water powers with them sometimes. She is tall. She's 6 feet tall.
Whoa.
And she has long white hair and like a mohawk braid.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
And she's like ripped. So
Hell
That's
yeah.
a wife. That's a wife right there.
That's a wife right there.
How about you, Vince?
All right. Hajimashite. Ore wa Kare Katsu. My name is Hare Katsu. I'm named after a pork cutlet and curry. I think my character is he's unhealthy. He like looks skinny around the ribs, but then has like a little gut kind of poking out. He's got like pubic down on the sides of his face. He wears a large straw hat because he thinks it looks like intimidating. He has kind of like a lack of personality or interesting history, but he kind of makes up for that by not telling one anything about his life. So he's compensating through mystique.
Yeah.
You are calling out so many of us.
Yes. So I do a podcast. He's a master of illusions because he would rather just manipulate people doing stuff for him. Also, he is the avatar of my crushing depression.
Yeah. 2020 character vibes. Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this shit started.
Okay.
The fateful day has arrived. It's Chunin exam o'clock, Ninja Standard Time. You three, as well as your fellow test takers, are all milling about outside the ninja exam room that's being rented out in the Leaf Village Convention Center. As you look around, you see friends, rivals, mean-looking teens from other villages, cool-looking teens from other villages, and as the concentrated musk of all these nervous armpits washes over you, you can't help but feel a bit zinged up on all the adrenaline and hormones. Yeah, so you're waiting outside the room.
Okay. I do not notice the smell because my own musk overpowers everything else.
I would probably be trying to get you guys to finish a last of like a mid-morning brunch. So like, all right, guys, come on. I made some special orange slices for you and some dried beef jerky and just a little bit of sesame seed oil mixed in with these rice balls. So go ahead and eat them up, and I'm sure we'll be strong and fit for this test, and we surely won't lose this time.
Oh, Turnip. Your food is the only reason I hang out with you.
What? It's okay that you say that. We're friends, even though sometimes you're mean to me.
Nerd.
Like your snacks, and I will eat all of them now. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if anyone is hungry later, just let me know. I have some more stuff somewhere around here.
So we probably need like a code word in case something goes wrong.
What?
So like if we need help in the exam, should we like yell something out so like someone else can come help?
Okay. Like what?
Okay. I don't know. If I start yelling like help, is that a good code word?
The code word is help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please take care of me.
Yeah, Rika can swoop in and protect our bodies if anyone's trying to punch.
Rika will do it. She's our shield.
I'll do it.
Yeah. I'll dodge out of the way somehow, but code word, everyone, is help. Let me write that.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Are you guys sure you don't want to make it like a really long poem or anything to make sure we're the right person?
I guess we could make it a haiku.
Yeah.
Help, 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 help.
Okay.
Help.
Turnip is like writing this down on like a restaurant like server's notes and like rips it off and pins it to his like coat, his like vest, and it just like says help. Like, all right, that seems good.
Precious.
Turnip is absent-minded, so he's got to be on the ball.
Love it. So as you guys are discussing your code words and having a bit of a snack, suddenly you feel the glare of 3 people on the back of your heads. And as you turn, you know these people well. They are your rivals. You hate these motherfuckers. They are Ryu. He is a tall, handsome, ripped ass dude. He has spiky hair. He has a cool scar on his face. Big ass sword strapped to his back. He looks so fucking dope. Like if there was an RPG, he would be the star. It has a glow about him, and you can tell in the crowd that people are radiating towards his pure charisma. Next to him is Sachiko, who's the hottest goth Jeef you've ever seen. She has beautiful long hair. She is wearing a cool ass outfit. Like she is screaming cool witch step on me vibes, and she hates everyone and everything, but somehow people want to know her even more because of this. Lastly is Kira Kiraji, who is a sparkling, glittering, blonde-haired boy. He wears nothing but ruffles and the finest silks. You have never seen him dirty in his entire life. You hate these 3 because they are the reason why you did not pass the Chunin exam last time. They're looking right at you.
I stare back. I take the beef that I've been eating. I throw it on the ground and I say, motherfucker. And then I take a step back and I say, get him, Rika.
What are you guys doing here anyways? You made us fail last time and you yourself because of it. So why don't you just give up and be Genny forever, okay?
Ryu steps up. Like we could ever give up. For we are the main characters of this storyline.
Sachiko looks through her hair. She's like, why don't you 3 just get the fuck out of here? You're seriously ruining the aura of this room. And honestly, it's infuriating. And Kira, he throws a bunch of rose petals in the air as he steps forward, and he's just like, here, a fragrant treat so your stinky vibes are cleared from this room.
Nice one, Kira. They do stink.
Hey, just because Katsu stinks doesn't mean you need to rub it in, and we like it, actually. It helps us blend in when we're in swamps and things like that. I bet you've never even been to a swamp, Kira, you stupid idiot.
Is that peasant talking to me? That little orphan?
Okay, they're way too good at bullying people.
Yeah. Wait, orphan? Does that mean he doesn't even have parents?
Okay.
He like is extending his beefy arm and pointing, just a flex, zoomed in on his index finger, just veins popping out of it from all the muscle in his hand, just pointing, screaming orphan and laughing.
Can I sneeze on Ryu, but get a little bit of my patented cilantro-based powder? And Kym, stop me if it smells a little bit like cilantro, but the number one thing for me is I want to be able to track Ryu by scent. I want to mark him kind of like as my prey or something like that. It's such a pungent, strong cilantro. Like,
I love that. Okay, so I want you to give me a roll. Let me look at Ryu's stats real fast. I will say he's distracted right now because he is busy making fun of you.
Yeah, it hurts.
For the rest of the world.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't notice what you're doing, so that's another positive for you. So what are some of your...
And if those of you haven't watched anime and specifically Naruto, then there's going to be a lot of tropes here. So making fun of orphans is one, and something we would never do in the real world. I think it's probably a good thing to point that out there.
Don't speak for everyone here, okay?
Absolutely. It's definitely not a running gag I've had with my friends my entire life. Now, moving on.
Yeah, so you have 2 positive dice. Is there anything else on your character sheet that you can add to that pool?
I mean, I got potential, you know what I'm saying? I know medicine, and I am immature, so maybe throw in, I would love to, cover my rivals with dust. I don't know, but maybe the potential. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I like potential because I think that's a creative use of your jutsu. So you have 3 positive die to roll.
Okay. I got 3 6s.
Oh, shit!
Hell.
And we said if we got double, something good happens. I don't even know what triple good happens.
Okay.
I'm going to throw up.
For you guys, in Freeform Universal, there's an optional rule you can take that for every duplicate you get when you roll, it adds an extra and or but. So he got 3 6s, so he gets a good thing, and. So you succeed. You absolutely, you sneeze like gack is coming out of your mouth. Like, it is horrific. Cilantro goes everywhere. It doesn't just get Ryu. It gets both of the other 2 as well. And I will say that Ryu now has the condition. He is grossed out. He is and I will say that they leave you alone. They are just like, oh, how dare you? You are the most disgusting orphan I have ever seen.
Disgusting! Oh my gosh! I need to call my parents and make sure they're still alive!
I start like whooping and hollering like, oh shit, son! Oh shit, you done sneezed on him!
I didn't mean to do it that hard, but maybe it's because I ate 3 bowls of cereal this morning. Yeah, that must have been it.
Okay, your plan was a lot better. I was just gonna make Kira shit himself, but it's a good idea.
You hear Rio mutter just like, oh, I have the weird gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. This is disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so they are humiliated and they walk away heads hung low in shame. And everybody around you guys is looking at you with some level of admiration. They're like, holy shit, like they were able to take them down. Like, you've got people from other villagers like kind of eyeing you guys now.
Uh-oh, I think I did it too strong. Now everyone is looking at us. And Riku, I just wanted to make sure that we didn't, or Rika, I just want to make sure we keep your strength secret, because me and Katsu aren't so strong. So, maybe they'll think we're weak and weird now.
I lower my hat over my eyes and say, speak for yourself. I'm liking all the attention.
All right, so as this wraps up, you guys are sort of like feeling weird being the subject of all this attention. You hear a Jonin at the front of the line say, all right, kids, line up. It's time for the exam. You'll each come in one by one in teams. 1 team at a time. You gotta wait your turn. So as you get in line, it's a bit of a long wait. You guys are probably chatting and like the teens are buzzing about. So you patiently await your turn, but you notice that every team that exits the room looks very, very anxious.
Oh boy.
So your turn comes and you are ushered into the room. Before you sits an ancient but sweet-looking grandma ninja. She is so old you could almost see dust poofing off her. And she hands you each like a Werther's, like a wrapped little candy, and she says, "Eat up, sweeties. You need some sugar before this test."
Wait. Let me look at it. Can I use my food powers to see if it's like laced?
Yeah, I will definitely get my sweet and shove it under his nose. Turnip, sniff for poison.
I don't want. Can I use power? Or that's something different. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want to keep using potential.
I'm just gonna say you can go ahead and do it. You can do it. You don't have to roll for it.
Perfect. All right, I do it.
So you notice it's a little suspicious. You can't quite tell what's going on. You don't know if it might be spicy, it might be poison. Who knows? But there's something a little bit off. Maybe it's just old. You can't tell.
That's okay. And I try to snatch it out of Rika's hand. We already ate.
Oh,
I kind of eye Rika a little bit and give her, and I say, help. And I wink.
Oh, but sweeties, you must have treaties. It's the rules.
I throw my sweetie on the ground and say, "Not this time, Granny."
This time, oh boy.
I get all like straight. I'm gonna murk you. Sorry, go on.
No, you're fine. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I have a blood sugar problem, so I simply cannot have the treat. I will store it later, though.
Yeah, and my team's on a pretty strictly regimented diet that I try to keep them to.
Well, if that's the way we're going to play it.
Oh, no.
And she pulls out a blowgun. And she quickly blows quickly into each of your nets. And it doesn't hurt that bad. Like you feel a little weird, but it's not that unpleasant. Mm-hmm. And you notice that each of the darts are shaped like Tootsie Rolls. And so she's got you in the next, and she says, difficult children, get the blowgun.
Oh.
I say, my safe word is help.
Well, now that you've each had your sweeties, I can hand you this. She hands you a manila envelope, and inside is a picture of a Jonin. This is your target. I have poisoned you, if you couldn't tell. You're a clever one, you turn up. Points for you. I will take a note of that.
Yes, points.
But you have to find this ninja, track him down using your intelligence and your intelligence gathering skills. Both of those are kind of the same thing. He has the antidote. You must either steal it from him or force him to give it up. If you don't do this within 24 hours, you will die.
No, come on.
And even worse, you'll fail the tuning exam. All right, sweethearts, go out there and find him. He has the antidote. And here's the thing. Don't try to steal somebody else's antidote. I formulated each of these special for each of you sweet little goblins.
Seems like a lot of effort.
I know. I've been gearing up for this for years. I'm so excited.
I scream at her, "You're sick!" And then I turn around and say, "Fuck." So we have only one manila envelope, is that correct?
Yeah, just one little envelope, one target. He has the antidote for
all three. Okay. Mm-hmm. We don't have separate targets. Okay. I immediately turn to Rika and say, "Okay, tracking means like following and moving, so I think that's more like your area."
Oh,
we got this team, I believe in us, and we won't die, and we won't fail the test again.
All right, well, if Rika believes in us, then surely we can do it, and they wouldn't give a test that would kill us, right?
All of a sudden, okay, and now that's this episode, and then the next episode is the entire like flashbacks to every single tuning exam where just truckloads of children have died.
Yeah. So she shoos you three out of the room.
Oh God.
Right.
God.
So
all right. So what's this dude look like?
I'll let Ben describe him.
Yeah. So you open the manila envelope and look, and it's primarily, the picture is primarily focused on this one Jonin ninja, and there's like another like smaller guy like next to him, but you could tell there's just one guy that's in the middle, and you're familiar with him. His name is Genichiro Koga, and the way he looks is he's like 6'7". His neck His neck is extremely thick. He's like super beefy. He's wearing like athletic MMA shorts, and it has like the logo of like a local ramen shop on it. He also has like just like not a lot of like ninja gear on him. There's like a couple of like what would you call it, like little pouches on a belt. Just
big shiny buckle.
The big shiny buckle. And he's just this huge, massive dude, just corn-fed to high heaven, like just a big motherfucker, you know.
Big old boy.
Big old boy. He's got like a flat top haircut, but like military style, and he looks scary. Like he doesn't look okay. And then the little guy next to him, he's like. You can't tell because next to this big Jonin guy, next to Koga, anyone's going to look tiny, but this guy looks particularly small. But he kind of reminds you of, for some reason, you know what this is in this Naruto world, the Penguin from Batman. He's like the shorter guy. He's got a big gut, and he's bald. He's bald on the top of his head, but he's got his hair pulled back into like a little ponytail. He looks real sleazy and slimy, and he's got his like arms crossed, and he's like leaning against him, like, yeah, this is my guy, you know, yeah. And that guy's name is I didn't think of this one.
I named him Toda.
Toda, okay, yes, Toda. This is Toda.
So this is kind of like a twins situation.
Oh my god, I was also thinking of Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like we look at the photos. I'm like, in my head canon, I ship them. Sorry, Jess, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say this is big, like wrestler and manager vibe.
Yes.
Wink, 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 wink.
This has got to be a mistake, right? This guy's huge.
It's fine. We'll just make Rika punch him in the neck. A lot of neck.
The answer can't be throwing me at all the enemies every time.
Okay, well, let's just find them first. When we found them, we can steal shit from him.
We'll figure out that. Yeah, he's big, so maybe like he's not as agile, and we can, sneak up on him. And all those muscles are, clogging his ears and stuff.
That's anatomy, baby.
All right, so I have observation skills. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably have observed him in the past.
Yeah.
Where I guess he and his manager hang out because they sound pretty conspicuous. So have I observed him in the past at all?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
Okay.
Because he does stick out. He is kind of infamous in the Leaf Village, and he hangs out at this particular tea house. He likes to go there, eat dango, drink sake, just like be a big boy.
Okay, I think this guy hangs out at the dango and sake house, which is a weird combination for breakfast, but check there first and we can ask where he's been.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, do we agree? Do we go?
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys make your way over to the dango and sake house. Sake and dango, it's called. And you go inside, and it's pretty dimly lit. Like, this is kind of a scuzzy place. Like, not a place you would normally go. And it's pretty empty. There's a couple of regulars. It's pretty early in the morning, but some of them are pretty sloshed.
I've never heard of a dive bar in the morning selling dango. So
yeah,
What's
that's
dango?
their specialty. That's how they
Dango is-
that's how they stand up.
the little the like rice sweets, little balls, like usually in different colors, usually on a stick that you may have seen them, that kind of thing. And they're very, very, very slightly sweet, but they got a really nice like mochi texture.
Mm-hmm.
Until I'm hungry.
There's like a bartender.
Cool.
Okay.
I pick up a cigarette off the floor
No.
and put it in my pocket
Nice.
because I'm unsettling.
Smoking is bad, everyone.
Yes,
If you want to be
that is not a
settling,
good
don't
character
smoke.
trait.
Yeah. They banned clove cigarettes, and now they're going to ban floor cigarettes. I can't believe it.
He is not there.
Okay. Right. I look at my band and I'm like, right, which one of us do you reckon could get information out of the barkeep? Who is the most charming?
I could.
Okay.
Right. Go for it. I'll be
Okay.
around the back smoking. Because I'm
What?
cool.
No, we need a back. Oh yes, watch the back exits. Very smart. Very smart.
I do not watch the back exit. I just smoke.
Good.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go up to the bartender and I'm just gonna be like, hey, I have been looking for a man and he's very tall and strong and this is his name, which
Oh
I'm
my.
sorry, Jesse, I've forgotten his name already.
Genichiro.
Genichiro. Has he been in here today or do you know where he's at? I have a teacher question for him.
Oh, you're looking for that old sack of meat. Yeah, he comes in all the time. I ain't seen him today, but normally he comes in around mid-afternoon, but some days he don't come at all. He's a wild card, that one.
Else he hangs out at by chance?
Well, he's got a farm upstate. He goes and he punches sides of beef out there. It's sort of in the outside of the town, sort of in the wilderness. He likes to keep to himself. But he does sometimes talk to that guy over there, and he sort of jerks his head over to a dude who is like falling down drunk.
Oh God.
God.
Okay.
Can
Let's tag team this one.
okay? Can I do like a medicine on him to try to sober up this super drunk guy? Like do some smelling salts type situation in front of him, like a mixture of like rotten pork, cardamom pods, and soap, and I want to wave it in front of his nose.
Okay, maybe take 2 steps back afterwards.
That's the way to do it.
To give me a closed roll, and the way that works is it's just a single dice roll, and if it is even, it's a yes. If it's an odds, it's a no.
That's a 4, baby. That's even.
Perfect. Okay, so he just kind of jerks up, and he's like, "Whoa, smells like my mom cooking."
Ghastly.
What? Who are you?
We're a man, and we think that you know him. We show him the picture of them, and are like, "Do you know where he's at?" We just have a simple question for him.
That's Genichiro. He's my best friend and my worst enemy.
I have a situation like that too.
Oh, he sort of claps you on the shoulder a little bit too hard. You said you want to talk to him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you need an appointment. He's a hard man to get a hold of.
How do we get an appointment?
Well, usually I have to go through his manager, or if you're in a hurry, you just gotta challenge him to fight. That's what I do. When I want to see my friend, I say, "Hey, fight me." There's money on the line. I got Ichiran to sponsor it. I'm a good fighter. A great fighter.
What if
You're
you
a
challenge
good
him
fighter.
right now?
Yeah. I challenge him?
Yeah, do it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Me?
Yeah,
I stick my head in the window. Do it right now.
do it right now.
Oh, I don't know. You guys are gonna probably have to give me a roll to convince him to do that. He is drunk, so that's one in your favor. So who wants to give me the roll to convince him?
How about
You
Jessy,
can
do
intimidate
it?
him. You can.
What one is that?
Let's see. Probably if there's something in your mind stat that you can use, or if you have like a big burly body, you could sort of.
Didn't you say that you were catty?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if you like try to like own him? Like, wow, this sure is
that's
embarrassing.
good.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna say that is 2 positive die for you.
2 positive.
Roll 2 6s, 2 6s, 2 6s.
I'm rolling.
Baby wants a 12.
I got a 3 and a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so you take the 6. He
Take the
says,
6.
"Yeah, I'll do it." And you know what? you're my best friend, and I'll take you to his farm. I think that's a great idea. Come on,
Awesome.
you want a beer?
Like, carry him on my back, like
No, we're
ride
16.
him.
Carry on.
I'll give you 3 tea later. Okay, let's go.
Katsu, we're leaving.
Sweet. And you see me throwing some sticks on the ground because I've been eating leftover dango. Out
No, trash dango. Like that is upsetting.
Trash
Well, your snack did not do it for Katsu.
That makes sense. Just to remind everyone, for donors, we are giving away a copy of Volcanic Isle by Arcane Worlds. Is that right? And so that means if you donate, you have a chance to win. And then just for this section, we're doing a raffle in the chat, which you do hashtag giveaway, and that's giving away Dungeons box. It's is it the one we have there? It's I don't know where mine is, but it's a really rad dice box, and I keep my dice in pins inside, and it looks really, really great.
Come on,
so-
slap the yen down.
Hell yeah.
And once again,
Right.
if you want to donate, go to GeeklyInc.com/Trevor. Try to reach $6,000. Right now, we're at $2,469. So
Hell
close
yeah.
to halfway there. And as we said in the previous section, things are extremely odd right now. So if you cannot give, that is fine. But if you can give $1, the number of donors is a big deal too. So that means a lot.
Yeah.
But no
Yeah.
pressure. Anyway, it means a lot that you're here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So the drunk man tells you his name. It is Kago. I just
Kago?
looked that up.
Okay, go. I know.
And
Kago.
it takes a little bit longer than usual to get out of the city and sort of on this sort of dirt pathway out of town because he is sort of slurring and like wandering back and forth and like stopping to pet cats and then throw up.
Oh, yeah. As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes about 2 hours, but you make it up. You're coming up this hill and you finally see corn, which is strange because you're in Konoha. Nobody really grows corn around here.
What are these weird yellow lumpy shits?
And as you are walking through the corn, suddenly the field sort of parts and the sun is in your eyes. It is harsh. It is hard for you to see. But you see, squinting, a silhouette of this gigantic lump of a man. He looks monstrous. He is bigger than any human you have ever seen. Take the concept of big boy and turn it up to 20. That is Genichiro. He is shirtless. He is sweating. He is red for some reason. And somehow that makes him even more terrifying.
I'm so glad you've seen this wrestler.
Yes.
Is he that guy that with the back tattoo? What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
He's got a back tattoo, and I will say this: Genichiro has a giant kunai tattoo up the middle of his chest.
Yes.
What's that guy's name again?
Brock Lesnar.
I've heard him described as one of the most dangerously scary looking men on the planet. Which
Yes.
I'm gonna Google image him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to Google old Blazer just to get a sense, and then if you look at him, think, but what if he was also a ninja?
Yes. What if he was a terrifying ninja?
I can see the light in Vince's eyes go, holy shit.
He literally looks like every other regular I used to serve when I was working in a London pub. So I get it.
Yeah. He does
Yeah.
that.
They all had tattoos like that. Yeah.
Rika. Wow. Is that? Wow.
Go get him, Rika.
Yeah. What? God.
Jesse, you're cutting out. You're cutting out a little bit. Can you check Discord settings in the gear in the bottom left? Look for the voice and video tab. Turn off automatically input sensitivity, and you can kind of like test like where your bar is, and to make it so you don't cut out. Jennifer and I had to do that too.
Got it. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Wow. Okay, yeah. You know, I can totally take this guy. Absolutely. I just think that maybe we should have the other guy weaken him a little bit first, and then maybe we can all go in together and beat him. Maybe, you know.
Tag team match! Kago screams.
Go get him, Kago. I will surreptitiously say to the other two, leave the manager to me. And
you have to fight him too.
Well, you know, I'm assuming because the photo had both of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm assuming actually that the antidote probably isn't with the big dude. It's probably with the fucking manager.
Oh, you smart, bro. You fucking smart.
Because I'm observant.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it would just be in his like jean jorts, like.
Oh. He's like, you got to get into my cycling pants if you want the antidote. All right, so could I actually like set up a genjutsu, an illusionary ninja spell upon what was his name, Tota?
Yeah, Tota.
Tota.
Yeah. Let me go ahead. What are some of your stats that would count towards it?
Definitely in range. Potential is not good, but my precision is 2. My power is 3. So precision B, power A.
Okay, so that's a total of 3 good dice rolls. As for Tota, what would you say some of his qualities are? Do you think he would be like sort of oblivious to this, or would he?
No, he's observant as well.
Oh, okay. So that is 1 negative dice, I would say.
Mm-hmm. He's observant, but he's like a loudmouth.
Okay.
And yeah, he's like observant, a loudmouth, but he's like super of body.
Okay.
But he has a strong mind as well.
Okay, so that's 2 positive dice.
2 positive, all right.
Actually, just make it 1 positive because you're doing this sort of out in the open, or do you want to sort of get in cover and do it?
As soon as I saw the big muscly guy, I would have walked sideways into the cornfield.
Okay, then keep it at 2 positive dice.
Okay, I rolled a 1 and I rolled a 6.
Okay!
Oh!
Yes, full spectrum. Thank God that wasn't a negative.
You are able to put Tota under your genjutsu, and Bork Lazar does not, or Genichiro does not notice.
Good. Can I describe the illusion that I put Tota under?
Please.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what I have observed is that he's kind of a skeezy looking guy. I'm going to say he is a divorcee.
Okay.
And I'm going to make him trapped in so my particular type of genjutsu, my illusion magic, which I have titled Jigoku no Hei Bana no Jutsu, which is the hell of mediocrity no jutsu, is to place an individual in basically the like grey Tupperware. So it's like the most mediocre hell, right? I'm actually taking this from a Hindu sect that believes this. So I want him to suddenly be in a queue at the post office in Sudbury, in the real world in England, which is the most grey, horrible town in the world. And he's in this queue. He's been trying to get stamps for 45 minutes. And then suddenly up behind him, someone's like tapping on the shoulder, and he turns around and it's his ex-wife. And she's like, hey, so good to see you. Oh my God. Have you lost weight? And like, he's like, you know, he's stuck in this queue. He's like dealing with his ex-wife. She's buttering him up. She's really suspicious. He's like, she wants my money. So like, obviously she wants my alimony to go up. And that's the illusion I've placed him under. He's having an uncomfortable conversation with his ex in a queue.
And as we always like to say here on the Geekly Inc. tabletop charity stream, don't make Vince your enemy. And when we remember not to make Vince your enemy, we love to go to geeklyinc.com/Trevor and donate a little bit of money.
Yes.
That's right. Yes.
Please reward my maliciousness.
Yeah.
If you donate $1, Vince will take you off his enemy list.
Yes.
I've many enemy lists, so you may have several.
Oh God.
And so Keigo is gonna walk up to Genichiro and be like, "Hey, Keigo, fight time! These kids want to fight. They want to fight. They want to fight. I'll put money on it. I don't give a shit. I own a bowl making company that makes ramen bowls. I got money."
So Koga will look over at Toda to like say something, but he sees Toda as just like off in another world. He's just kind of muttering like, "No, why is this happening to me again? Why does this always happen when I try to buy stamps? Why? And Koga's just like, that old dream again. All right." So he goes up to, what was the guy's name again?
Keigo.
He goes up to Keigo and he's like, "All right, we can fight. Why don't you turn around and ask your friends to put in some money?" And as he turns around to like talk to you three, Koga grabs him around the stomach and then German suplexes him.
Yes!
And he throws him back and he just like
The drunk man?
Yeah, the drunk man.
Oh god.
And like as Koga like bends back and the guy hits the ground, he like skids like anime style like across the ground, dirt's flying everywhere. And now just want everyone to know that this is just a Brock Lesnar quote, okay? So I'm adapting it for Naruto. As he throws him, he just looks up and he's just like, "Welcome to Taijutsu City, you little fucks." And then he immediately starts running at the three of you.
Wait, who's running at us? Is Keigo running at us?
No, it's Genichiro, big boy.
I thought you said that Keigo put him in the thing.
I thought you were saying that the drunk guy had put him in.
Yeah. I was like,
gone.
This is the twist I'm here for.
Who knows? He might come back. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we all start screaming.
Yeah. My main negative is I'm agile, which is weird, but I'm not very I'm overburdened. So I can dodge, but I'm not fast, if that makes sense. Yeah. But I'm probably trying to run away, but since I'm overburdened, there's like pots and pans.
You're like Samwise Gamgee in that respect.
Yes, very Samwise Gamgee. And since I'm absent-minded, I think I would immediately forget that it's probably a good idea to stick next to our beef girl. And I think I'm just going to run off in an opposite direction into the corn.
Okay. I think I start running away, but then I want to do a thing, and I don't know if I'll be able to based on the roll, but when he goes to grab me, I want to duck and kind of go under his arms to get behind him.
Yes.
And since I'm quick, I think maybe I can do it.
Yes, and you're watery, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, flow like water.
Yes.
All right. I will say, since he is burly, it's sort of hard for him to quickly react because his big muscles are in the way. Is there any disadvantages I want to give you? I will say
better not.
Yeah, I think that's the one advantage I'll give you. So you're using your quick, so that is 2 positive dice.
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I got a 5 and a 3.
No, that's bad. You did so bad.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is bad.
So
I had a no but.
you're able to get behind him.
Okay.
Which is good. But he knows exactly where you are, and he's going to try and turn as soon as he can and go after you. But you are able to momentarily bamboozle him.
Okay.
He looks between his legs where do you think you're going? And you could just see sweat as he turns his head upside down. You could see you thought you knew the color red before, but his face is just the brightest red you've ever seen, and just sweat is pouring off him. It's like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon, and zoomed in, and it's way too detailed. And he's just but still upside down.
He is that guy.
Where do you think you're going? As he,
really scary.
as he whips his head, dude, I'm just describing his matches. As he whips his head up, you can just see just like gallons of sweat just whip off of his head. They spread over his cornfields and they seem to glow.
By the way, Tim, you get a determination point for being able to identify that the candy was poison.
Yes.
Vince, you get a determination point for sticking to your creepy stuff and eating cigarettes off the ground, which I think is great.
Yes, reward my bad behavior.
Jesse, you get a determination point for being like the main leader during this. You are
Yeah.
taking point.
And what can we do with determination points again?
Yeah, you can use them to re-roll a die after you've rolled it. You can use it before you roll to add an extra die to your roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we should use those. I mean, we only
Yeah.
have two more hours, so you gotta.
Can I can I say what I am doing at this time?
Yeah.
So with Genjutsu, I don't know Naruto. So is it like a continuous cast? Do I need concentration on the manager?
Yeah, it's like a concentration spell, basically.
Okay. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creeping through the corn while maintaining my concentration, sneaking up behind, trying to sneak up near Brock Lesnar, Genichiro.
Genichiro, please say Genichiro or Brock Lesnar.
Genichiro. I have.
We are skirting the line here.
Yeah.
So because of my habit of picking up cigarette butts off the ground and saving them for later, what I actually did was I took the poison dart that the grandmother injected us with nary but 2.5 hours ago, and I put it in my pocket. So what I'm going to be doing is, I don't know if it still has poison on it, but I'm planning to jump out, stab him with it, and say, like, bring out the antidote or we all die. That kind of thing. So that's my plan. I just want to set that up. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Fun. Very fun. So are you doing that right now?
Yeah. Basically, as soon as I jump out, the illusion is going to go on Tota. So I'm kind of setting that up and waiting for an opening.
Great. So let's see if you are able to stab Genichiro. So you are
Okay.
unhealthy. So I will say that is a point against
Stop
you.
saying that. Okay.
Because you're a bit frail. What are your other attributes?
I am unhealthy, but I'm observant.
Okay.
I'm unsettling. I have a big hat, which makes me noticeable.
Okay.
Big straw
gonna-
hat.
That's gonna give you 2 negative dice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Use a determination.
Yeah.
Okay, I will use a determination. So what does that do to when I have 2 negatives?
You can take away one of those.
Okay, so I'll have I will take away one of the negatives.
Cool. Yeah. So just roll me 1 negative die.
1 negative die. Okay, I got a 3.
Okay.
Boy.
So you are able to sort of spring out and try and get him in the back, but he hears the rustling of the corn and is able to turn and sort of swat your hand away at the last minute.
Okay,
I know my corn better than anyone, little boy.
I look shocked and confused and basically stumble back into the corn, very, very afraid.
Can I take a corn? I want to look at it,
I'm gonna corn
and I
hunt.
want to wrap a little bit of cooking twine around the top, and then I want to use my cook no jutsu to cook the inside of it, and then I want to throw this football of corn that I'm sure will explode like so many firecrackers. I think what I want to do is impart the condition of distracted on Genichiro as opposed to hurt him, because I would never think to try to take a wounding blow away from Rika. In fact, she has hurt my feelings if I've done it in the past. So yeah, I want to throw essentially an improvised firework behind him if I can do that.
Nice. What's the range on your jutsu?
Oh, see, I'm not super great at that. So
Okay.
16 foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
16 foot. Would you say you're within that range, or are you a bit further?
I would move within it if that's
Okay.
allowed.
That sounds good. I will say that we'll probably alert Brock Lesnar a little bit that someone's coming at him through the corn, but he is probably distracted by the two ninjas that are in front of him.
Okay.
So it's just one dice roll.
Okay. I'm gonna roll good this time. A 2. I should roll determination. Oh, I'm gonna use no.
Oh,
You can re-roll, right?
I could re-roll. Let's just do it.
Could re-roll.
Yeah, fucking do it.
All right. In chat, I'm sure out there you're gonna give me all your energy to get 3 6s on this 1d6. I got a 1.
Right.
Cat, you fucked me. You got ruined.
Would you like to describe what Brock Lesnar does, Benjamin?
yes.
Oh boy.
Laser Genichiro Koga.
Yeah, Genichiro. It is a no and, so you get to do something as
He's
well.
just gonna
I get to do
level us.
So what?
You jinxed me.
So
This first boss is way OP.
I was hoping I would get to do this because I've adapted his finishing move to ninja
Oh
stuff.
no!
So
Well,
basically, so what happens? He sees the heated Jiffy Pop firecracker fly above his head, and before it can pop, his hand is big enough to grab the entire ear of corn, and so it doesn't even pop. But because it's you've thrown it on a twine, right? So you're still holding the twine. So he pulls the corn, and you get yanked into the air. He grabs you from the air, and he puts you on his shoulders like a fireman's carry. And he's just like, you may have heard of what does Rock Lee call that move? That where he's like
the lotus.
The lotus. You might you may have heard of Rock Lee's one lotus, but have you ever heard of my F5 for 5 lotus? And so what he will do is he kind of twists his body and he spins, and as he spins, he throws you up into the air, and you just spin like a helicopter, and you just go and go and go until you just smack into the ground, and it's
And I drop on the ground, and since I'm encumbered, a lot of my bullshit explodes out of me like a Diablo boss.
Fuck, he's not healer. Quick, get him off.
Spices.
I will say, since you have been injured, you lose 1 determination.
1 determination?
Yeah, because that's also kind of health.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. But hey, you can earn more.
It's almost like Ben's not on our side.
listen.
Like that, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was saving only that for 1, Tim. Don't roll once. Roll.
That's true. And as we said, it was the chat's fault for sending bad vibes because they like to see us struggle, and they appreciate that. So that's fine. I had a great time.
They pay good money. They want to see Bork lasers finish it.
Exactly. Give people what they want. Time to start the show.
You've gotten 1 success already from doing the genjutsu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to get 3 more to defeat Bork. Just to give you a little information.
Well, recap, save us, please.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, so while he is doing that, I think I'm going to...
He's getting his ass kicked.
While Turnip's dying, I am going to try and attack. I'm going to use my chain sickle and my elemental might, and I'm going to throw it at him while still, like, holding the other end. And, like, while it's being thrown, like, all this cool water effects come off of it. And like, I like to imagine he's mid throwing the corn husk football while I'm attacking. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. How many dice do I need to roll?
Yeah. Since he is in the middle
can
of
I use that determination point too?
Absolutely. Add yourself an extra die. I will say that he is distracted. So that's another positive die for you. And for your jutsu, would you say you'd be using more power than anything, or more range? Okay, so add your power bonus for your jutsu. So however many dice that is.
Okay, that's 3.
Hell yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Roll 5
Yeah.
dice.
Okay, I got 2 6s, 1 5, 1 4, and 1 3.
All right, let's take
Oh, yeah,
the
got a
2
double.
6s. I'm going to count that as 2 successes. So
Yes.
you catch him completely by surprise. He's so busy dunking on poor Turnip that he isn't paying attention to you. You're able to like silently sort of get him in the back. So your water absolutely like gut punches him right in the kidneys.
Yes,
So
Nice, yeah.
he drops to a knee. So that is your first
Oh, hell
and.
yeah.
And he is what should be the second and I should give him? You get the condition trying to think of like a good way to say like brave, but just like cheered up, like
Fired up.
yeah, fired
Fired
up. You get the
up.
condition fired.
Your hair is on fire, a la Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah.
That we all play
Universe
so
is
much,
behind
and we're
you.
so
They're
buff.
cheering you on.
So you're fucking feeling it. You're able to get him.
Yes.
He's on a knee. You are fired up. You're thriving. This is your element.
Hell
I
yeah.
thought water was
Really
your
feeling
element.
it.
You know when we make a bad joke, put some money on the clock.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Is initiative sort of like popcorn in this, or how's that?
Yeah, just basically whoever feels like going next.
One of my bottles is stabbing into my belly.
Okay.
Oh, Jesse, I'll say you get determination for rolling 2
Hell
successes.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. I feel like I need to either help Turnip or go for Genichiro at this point. And considering that my character appears to be kind of like the child snatcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, apparently. I didn't realize that's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try and get the job done. So rather than go for Genichiro, what I will do, Tota, I guess by this time the illusion would be ending.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is going to run up to him before the illusion ends, stab him with the dart, and go, Genichiro! Okay. Right, do I need to roll anything for having stabbed Tota?
Let's see. You said he was weak of body, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so your unhealthiness and his unhealthiness probably cancel each other out.
Yeah, that's how it works in the real world, yeah.
Do you have any other advantages that would help you with stab?
I have precision.
Okay, that could work. I'd say precision is more for your jutsu, so I would say
Okay.
you're probably catching him by surprise because he's just coming out of this horrible vision
Gotcha.
of talking to his
Okay.
ex-wife. So you get 1 positive die, so roll 2 die.
Okay. I've got a 1 and a 5.
Okay, so we'll take the 5. So you are able to run up to him and get the you're running up on him. He sees you. He raises his hand, and you're able to stab him in the hand.
I'm gonna make you Jesus, motherfucker.
Stigmata.
And he's
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Ow, fuck!" And he quickly breaks it off before any poison can be put into his system. So
Okay.
he's just like, "Fuck!" He's able to like get rid of it fast enough.
Okay.
Okay, I think at that point I would just get a bit frantic and just start shaking him by the lapels. Like, where's the antidote? Where's the...
Yes, good. Yes.
Hey, Kim and Ben, who actually has the antidote and where is it?
Great question.
Sometimes this works. Sometimes this works.
Listen. Michael warned us of your tricks. Okay, Tim, we're not gonna fall for that.
How about now?
Ah! We let this out. Oh, God, no.
Rika, do you want to go next?
Okay, so he's still taking a knee, correct?
He's still on the
Okay.
ground. You're still
Okay.
fired up.
All right, great. I want to I don't know if this is dark or not, but I want to wrap my chain around his neck and then start yelling, "Where's the antidote?"
Yes! We're so stupid!
Yeah.
Like all good
That's my
Naruto
girl,
stars.
Rika. Fucking
Yeah. All right, so you get a positive die for him being on the ground. You get a positive die for yourself being fired up. What can we use towards the chain wrapping? Would that be considered power as well? I'm not sure. Maybe what's that fucking stat? Let me look.
Precision.
Precision.
I was thinking potential.
okay.
You're using your G2 in a different way.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, so that's 4 then. 4
Okay. Give me a roll.
And then I'm going to use my determination point too.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 5. Here we go. Okay, I got 1, 5, and then a 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the 4, you just plan to succeed. You are able to wrap him up. You've got his big beefy body tied tight like a pot roast. And you're about to put in the oven.
Those in the chat, just look up Brock Lesnar's like weird face when he's like doing he's like doing a submission move and he's like on the ground and he's like making like a face. Like that's the face he's making right now. If you look that up, it's very good.
Yeah, so you have beaten the Brock Lesnar puzzle.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my god. Jesse, I was about to do the worst thing in the world, and I'm very glad that you beat Brock Lesnar so that I would not have to. Let's just say that I Googled common pests for corn.
Oh my god.
Sick. Yeah, so Genichiro.
He's just pouring sweat. It's just disgusting. He's totally gassed. He's just and Toda's like, all right, and he just like kind of just like pushes you off, Katsu. He's like, all right, fine, here, and he pulls out the antidote.
Sweet. I snatch the antidote. But I push Tota to the ground, and I get near him and say, "It's a fucking good thing you've done this. I've killed before." And then I stalk off. Yeah, I stalk off with the antidote with my companions.
This is a fun way to like reframe shows like Naruto and stuff like that, because like obviously you're watching Naruto and it's like, wow, Sasuke's intense and Gaara's intense and things like that, but like role playing as like another person in it is like really making me like, what would I do if the guy that I have to like my coworker in child soldier school is just constantly like eating dirt cigarettes and threatening to murder people? It stressed me out a lot more. I'm feeling very Tamari and crow owner right now, and I don't like it.
Because I'm observant, I see Turnip's discomfort. But I look at him, and you see in his eyes a shade of sorrow. Before he continues walking on.
Can I offer you guys a beautiful RP moment? Turnip's kind of trying to hold back tears, and he's slowly trying to pick up all of his scattered belongings in a way, but it's just taking him so long. Sometimes he can't hold all these potions and dried bug wings. Do you help, Turnip? Do you help the sad boy?
I will help, but she'll be kind of mean about it. Like,
I will stand nearby and smoke a cigarette butt.
No!
Oh my god, this is playing out in my head because like in my head, Turnip is still like in a small crater. So
yes,
this is also
he looks like Yamcha.
Yeah, he's a bit like Yamcha, but I was thinking more of like when in Men in Black when like Will Smith is down in that crater when they're like looking at the spaceship that crashed.
Yeah,
and he gives him that like sly thumbs up or like the sly like middle finger.
Yeah,
it's like Katsu is like, hey, just like, all right, slick, and then Turnip's just like, yeah, great job, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching my back as I pick up my stuff.
The antidote.
To have someone watching.
Is the antidote oral? Is it injection? How does it work?
Yeah, it's 3 little candies.
cool.
In like a little test tube.
We hand those out. We start sucking them.
Oh, hell yeah, candy. That's cool.
As soon as you take the candies, there's a puff of smoke, and Grandma Ninja shows up, and she's like,
Wearing a leaf mask?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, what?
Congratulations, kids. You've done it. You have passed the first exam.
Yay.
Great job to all.
Team 7.
I put my cigarette behind my back.
Yeah.
They're like,
Thanks for pretending to be a drunk, and thanks for pretending to try to break my spine.
Well, kids, here's the funny part. That wouldn't have killed you. It just would have knocked you out for 24 hours. Ain't I a peach?
Ah!
And I'm
But-
like,
Grandma.
yeah, I knew, Grandma. But secretly, I'm really relieved.
Yes. But she looks at you, Turnip, and says, well, it wouldn't have mattered for you anyway. You've died before, haven't you? Well, the next test is
What?
I start looking away really shifty.
So here's a fun thing. There's a secret about this game that they didn't tell me because I went to go piss last night. Is it this? Is it not this? I don't know.
Rika just stares at Katsu.
What do you mean? She must mean when I got thrown on the ground so hard it looked like I died. Huh.
Yes, just keep telling yourself that. Well, anyway, the next text is in 24 hours. Meet us at the training ground, and that's when the next one will be. Take this time to recover, recoup, have dinner, something like that. Get a good night's sleep, because you'll need it. Goodbye! And she just teleports away.
Perfect.
Maybe she means that we lost. It was like a death to lose the tuning exam last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she means the death of our
absolutely.
reputation. We should probably go.
Okay. Should we go cause mischief against Ryu, Sasuke, and
Yes.
Kira? They're over there.
Yes.
I can,
So you're suggesting with our time off, we fuck with our bullies. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're high off of victory, And
Yeah, fucking do it.
I feel
Yeah,
like
right.
Naruto
Fire
rewards
ponytail.
dumbassery, right?
Absolutely.
And if we do bad, someone's gonna come save us. I don't know who, but someone's gonna come in and save us.
Yes. I will say that each of you get a determination point for beating Genichiro. That's great.
Yay.
Also, I think the idea of going to fuck with your bullies after a test is funny. So, Tim, you get another determination point.
Would you like a lemonade?
Yes, please. Yeah, I need to wet my whistle.
Yeah.
I want a lemonade.
Yeah, we'll send you one.
Thank you.
We'll dispatch our cats to run and send it to you.
Mhm.
Tie a little backpack
Sure.
to them.
This flavor.
Oh,
That sounds adorable.
Give me one of the cherry ones.
I saw that police caught a pigeon with a little rucksack on its back, and it was full of ecstasy.
I thought that was a pussy at first, like a cloaca, like it was the back.
Kym, why do you always see everything as a pussy first?
Well, you know that answer.
I do. Sadly, I do. Yes. Same reason why I see dicks and everything too.
Did
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un really die, or is that just people joking?
Oh, it is unclear, but Japanese media have. So there was a rumor that he was in a vegetative state after heart surgery. Japanese media are now apparently corroborating it. However, I would be severely skeptical of any news coming out of North Korea, like from other sources, because oftentimes they will just start making stuff up, and then Western sources will just accept it as fact.
yeah.
Like the time he fed his uncle to dogs, like he didn't do that, but then he did kill a guy with anti-air guns. So
All right.
Yeah, I think Kim Jong-un is bad.
okay, that's a controversial statement, Tim.
All right, let's
Spicy
go.
things.
I know they're somewhere over this way.
Because you have the tracking on them, you are able to track them down. They look a little haggard. They're all sitting outside like a convenience store. They're eating popsicles. They have already finished their test and are now just like sort of decompressing.
Cool.
What should we do?
Yeah,
Oh, I have
we
an
get in a
idea.
huddle. Okay, go for it.
Let's substitution jutsu their popsicles with a popsicle, and then he pulls out the 3 Werther's originals that he was given from the grandma before. What if we get them to eat this and then they go sleep? She said it doesn't kill it, so we can just
Holy
be
shit.
rascals. And in 24
Oh,
hours, they'll fall
God.
asleep.
I
Oh,
love
that's
this.
brilliant.
Yeah, love it.
What if I cast an illusion on all 3 of them to create the old granny to I don't know, to tell them that this is an antidote for a poison that she secretly gave them.
We
Okay.
could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Rika can go up and like kick them in the nuts when they're on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah. All right, we do that.
I'm
We
gonna
do
need
all
some-
those things.
I'm gonna need some rolls. Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to go first? Which
I'll go
part-
first with formulating the poison nickel.
Can I? Okay, I don't know if maybe Katsu should distract with the lady first and then then do the substitution while they're distracted, or if I should distract him by just walking by and being shitty. I don't know what works better. Like, if
Oh,
she shows
actually-
up after or before.
You should turn up being like catty, because that is your personality. Be like, hey, losers, we passed within 2 hours, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then while they're distracted, you can do the substitution jutsu. I'll just be preparing like a nasty genjutsu just in case.
Okay, a backup plan?
Yeah, but because like I feel like I'm a lot more, I don't know, I'm a lot more vindictive. I think I'm a lot more mean. So yeah, my if you guys fail, my genjutsu will be severe.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going Jessy, then me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to use my determination point.
Yes. This is important.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't want to fuck this up.
Who specifically are you approaching? Or are you approaching all three of them?
I'm going to approach all three of them. Okay. Like, I'm going to act like I'm going to the convenience store, but they just happen to be in my way. And then I'm going to be like, oh, I see you losers finally got through the first part of the tuning exam. We passed it hours ago.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay. Since you're gonna have some stuff stacked against you, you do have an advantage because they're still pretty grossed out by you guys. So that's one positive dice. Since you were talking to all three of them, you will have to deal with all of their traits, I will say.
God.
No.
Okay.
Well,
So-
that's worth it.
Ryu is witty and a douche. So he probably
douche.
has a good comeback to that. Sachiko is cold, so she can probably shut you down pretty easily. And Kira is also catty.
Oh my
So-
God.
Oh no. Abort.
I'm going to keep it. My morality is going to get ripped to shreds.
If you wanted to just like talk to one of them, you can do that, or like target one in particular, you can always do that. Or if you just want to go full hog,
Maybe we should
Who's
just
their
do
leader?
Ryu.
It's
Yeah.
Ryu's the leader, isn't it?
Ryu's the leader.
He's
Okay,
the
yeah,
pro
then do him.
tag douche. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Because
he's
he seems like their powerhouse.
yes, so he's witty and a douche, but he's also grossed out by you guys right now, and you're catty. So that cancels each other out. So you're just rolling 2 positive die because your normal die to determine stuff plus your determination die.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Here we go. 2 die. Okay, I got 1 6 and 1 4.
Yes.
All right, roleplay that out.
Okay, so wait, what did you say again? What are you saying to him again?
Okay. So I walk by casually, like I'm going to the store, and I'm like, I look you up and down, and I'm like, oh, I see you guys are in rough condition. It seems like you took a really long time to pass the tuning exam. Did you know that we passed the tuning exam in a mere 5 minutes? That's right. We're gonna kick your guys' ass.
What? Hey, now what? Hey, what? Hey, what? And he's like looking around, and you just see like the line slowly forming over his head. Like, oh, what? No, hey, just because we took 10 minutes to complete the exam doesn't mean anything. All right. Hey, listen. Maybe if your stinky friend wasn't so stinky, we could have.
Okay, so you have them distracted,
Okay.
and I will say that they're all really focused on Rika. Like they're not going to look away.
Perfect.
And the grossed out / embarrassed condition will be harder to remove
Okay.
for them.
All right. So I think I want to use my power because I'm putting my jutsu into it, and I have a B at that.
Hell yeah.
And agile, so I'm able to kind of, and you
do hand motions really fast.
Yeah. So what do you think I should be rolling?
Okay. Agility, definitely.
Okay.
What's the beep 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 beep? What's the name of that fucking step? What's the name of that? Potential. What's your potential?
Potential is an A.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
shit.
get 2 extra dice for that.
Hell yeah.
So agile is 1, potential is 2. So you have 3 dice, and let me look at their stuff. Kira is absent-minded, so it'll be easier to get his done.
Okay.
So he gets a 4. I might make you roll for each of them, if that makes sense.
That's fine. I love it.
Okay, go ahead and do Kira. You get 4 positive dice.
4 positive dice. Can I add a determination to do a 5th?
Yeah, absolutely.
He really hates Kira.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of leaning it. It's also sort of like my immature thing of like, this is very important for me to. Yeah, those sirens hurt me. All right. Okay. I got a 6, a 5, a 3, a 3, and a 1.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so you are
Just the
able
one even.
to swap out his popsicle, and he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice at all. He is just
Hell
gonna
yeah.
keep yumming on that popsicle
Okay.
like it's nobody's business.
Oh, it's so good.
He's slurping it in a beautiful way.
He was noticed.
And is it just 4 against the other ones, or they have different numbers?
Let's see. Sachiko, she has a bit of a she will notice. She's a tracker, so she probably notices like different changes. So she will know, like, she'll probably like see something out of her eye if you try it. So take 1 die away, but you can go ahead and roll for her.
All right, so I assume the determination doesn't carry forward, or does it?
No,
for
you
roll.
only
All
use
right,
it
so
once
3.
per roll.
Thank you. A 4, a 4, and a 2. So 2 4s. Which
Awesome,
is
so-
a double.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you succeed, and she doesn't notice. She's also like not suspicious at all. She's yumming on her popsicle. It's shaped like SpongeBob. It's
Hell
great.
yeah.
This is getting way too erotic.
All right.
Ryu, you can roll for him. He doesn't have really anything in the way of advantage on you, and he is also really grossed out and embarrassed. So you get another advantage for that.
So what number? How many? Sorry.
So you have 4 normally, so that adds 1, so 5.
So you're just natural.
Holy
5.
shit.
Yeah.
5 6s. Let's go. I got a 6,
Yeah.
a 4, a 3, a 1, and a 1.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So he eats the popsicle. And I will say that for all of these, you were able to successfully put the
Hell
candy poison.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Katsu is super chuffed. He actually claps him on the shoulder, which he's never done before. And he gives him a thumbs up. And he says, "Oh, if you didn't achieve that, I was going to do something really rad."
Well, I guess I was just doing it so that you didn't have to do anything, and you could have saved your rad thing, just like I did accidentally with Rika this morning. Plus, some of your genjutsus kind of scare me too. They make me feel a darkness in the void that I used to call my heart. I don't know why that is.
I would never cast them on an ally.
But still, you
And
know.
he winks at you.
Oh.
And he says, "I winked because I would." And he wanders off.
Something that I just forgot is a thing. Where are all of our leaf headbands? Do any of us have something stupid?
There you go.
Good.
Style. The fashion.
Yes.
Yeah, the fashion.
I have it, I guess, tied to the top of my straw hat. It's just kind of sitting on top of it.
Okay.
Like a hat band.
I like
Yeah, like a hat band. Yeah.
That's cute.
I think mine is
mine
like
around my neck.
okay.
Nice.
I think mine
That's a cool girl
is
look.
yeah. Mine is like around sort of like holding a bunch of like items or some whatever accoutrement flair. So it's just like a little boutonniere type thing mixed with like whatever on my stuff.
I like it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I want to buy ice creams for everyone at the store.
Yay! Shopping montage.
Yep. Shopping here on in. That's it.
All right. So yeah. go ahead, buy ice creams. Fantastic. You guys have a restful night, I suppose. Like, you all grow a little bit closer. You feel the bonds. You're all nakama. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And
Feel
then
the bonds of friendship. Yes.
you wake up bright and early, and you head on in to the second exam.
Cool. When I meet you guys in the morning, you notice I'm wearing the same clothes. I
Well,
am gross.
it's a cartoon. We all wear the same clothes. So,
Yeah, true.
But you especially do.
Plus, it's the quarantine. Like, we
Yeah.
never change clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rona.
All right, so you guys head to the training grounds, and you guys have been here before. Like, it's huge. It's gigantic. It is built like a fake village. Like, in paintball where there's like, if you go to a cool paintball course, there's like structures and shit.
Yeah,
you
there's
can,
like a
run
burnt
and
out
stuff.
car and a bunker
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like that, but mixed with a really dense forest. So you walk up, and there is a very, very sleepy looking woman with a leaf headband on, and she is wearing a sleeping bag, and she is standing up in front of everybody.
Oh no!
I feel like this is from another anime.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Is this what
Wait a
Eraser Face,
minute.
whatever?
Yeah,
Wait
yeah,
a
yeah.
second. The anime podcast referencing other anime.
You know how we do. No original ideas.
It's like we have a anime podcast that covers several different anime.
No,
No, impossible.
Wait, that was our idea.
God, I hope I don't pass a transformation sequence later.
Sounds weird.
So
Uh,
what's? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just help. I gave everyone breakfast burritos.
Fantastic.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
eat them and do not thank you because I'm a dick.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
I'm sorry. I would thank you. I would thank you.
Ow.
So, you show up. She's standing in front of you, and once everybody has seemed to assembled, you're looking around, and you don't see your rivals anywhere.
Hell yeah.
You don't see them. They are not here. And she's like, all right, is everybody here? Okay, listen close because I don't really want to strain my voice. For this exam, we're going to be playing a favorite childhood game. You know it. I know it. Capture the flag.
Oh!
Katsu screams, fuck! Because that includes running, and Katsu does not run.
So what
Rika's
we've
fucking
done...
hyped.
Yeah. Rick would be like, yay! And us be like, oh.
So what we've done is we've divided the training ground up into a bunch of big old battlefields. There are hills, there's terrain, it's full of beasts and bugs, and you know what I'm talking about. You're not going to be fighting against everybody. We're going to draw lots. And whoever you're up against, you have to steal their flag and make it all the way back to your base. And you have 3 days to do it. If you die, you die. I'm going to get you to sign a waiver, but don't, because that's a headache. I really don't want to do any paper today. Thanks. So go ahead. Where's the lot box? Come up and draw a number. Whoever has the matching number, you get to fight them, I guess. We'll put you at opposite ends of the field with your flag. And they're blank flags, so we'll give you a while to sketch a design on it, just for fun. I thought that would be cute.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
All right. Line up, everybody. So you guys line up?
Feels like gym class.
Yes. Okay, so you go ahead and you pull out a number. Your number is 69.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
I feel like that means we should be able to get a little bit more donations into
That's right.
the beautiful
Yeah.
GeeklyInc.com/Trevor to, that's a good, funny joke. We're all laughing.
Rick, someone
We
donate $69.
Yeah,
We're
69.
we're at $25,
$420?
so we can get close. We can get close.
Or even $6.09. cents.
90 cents or $4.20.
Oh, hell yeah.
Share this stream and this donation page with 69 people or
There you
420
go.
people.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can't
There
afford to
you go.
Numbers are
give, put the
funny.
word out there.
There you go.
Gotta believe it. You gotta donate so
Believe
you
it.
believe it.
Believe it.
All right, find your matching number and pair up.
Okay.
So you are seeing other teams pair up, and you're looking around, and you can't find the other 69.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And any other
Oh
circumstance,
god.
awful. Just awful. If you're the 6,
Normally
you
bad.
can't find your 9, terrible. You hate
You're
to
just
see it.
describing every orgy I've ever visited. Yes.
Only one set of keys in the jar. Very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I always the spotter?
Do you think that we still pass if no one challenges us?
I mean, we could just walk into their camp and just take
Yeah, we
their
could
blank flag.
Take it.
Oh, good idea.
Wait a
I'll-
second. The proctor shakes the box. Who didn't get their number? Come on, guys. Come on. Being late is a sin. Absolutely.
I put up my hand and say, well, if they aren't here, they can't answer. I'm trying to be a smart ass.
She's gonna glare at you and say, I knew that, you little baby coming here and telling me, Jonan, what to do with your little baby face. Look at you. You're so gross. You're like a little newt. You're like a little spider. You just crawl around on the ground and yuck everyone out. Like, what's wrong with you?
Why is this teacher saying this?
Because he's
I-
a boy.
I pretend not to care, but I feel damaged. I take psychic damage.
That's it. Permanent psychic damage.
Okay, who's the odd team out? Who doesn't have partners?
We raise our
don't
hands.
have partners yet.
Ugh. Okay. Come up here with me. Rest of the teams, go ahead and go to your fields while I figure out what to do with these 3. And so everybody goes to start drawing up their flags. And she's going to pull you up and say, I don't really know what I should do with you guys. We had this perfectly meted out. And, I don't like doing math because it makes me tired.
Uh-huh.
Do I put you in and have a throuple? Or should we wait for somebody to arrive? Maybe you could go up against some Jonan. That would be funny.
I cut in and say, how did you not plan for an odd number of teams?
Well, because an even number of teams passed. I didn't think they were not going to show up. Like, tuning exams. Like, what are you going to do? What?
What if you just passed us because of the irresponsibility of the other
Yeah.
team,
Or maybe one of these other teams broke the rules and made them not show up.
Yeah.
Interesting. What should I do with you guys? Huh. And at that moment,
Oh no.
Oh no.
you hear
Oh
the
no.
pitter patter of your rivals.
No!
No.
They have been woken up. The old grandma is with them. And and she runs up and she looks at you at Turnip and she's like, I see what you did, you clever Turnip. You know what? I like you. If you ever need a job, come work for me.
Peace out! I'm employed! Yeah, I quit! Oh, wow! Whoa!
But we can't have that. They passed fair and square. Any outside influence is just against the rules, you silly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We are completely innocent.
Yes, whatever you say. And she goes, oh, ho, 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 ho. And disappears. And the sleepy proctor's like, oh, thank God. But I will say, this has given your rivals a huge condition. They are frazzled. So
Yes.
you have a big one up on them. While they're still showing up, you do have a big leg up on them. They're scrambling to get caught up. Haru's the proctor. She's trying to explain the rules to them, and they're like barely keeping up because they're just like, what the fuck fuck just happened?
Yeah, I will also say that Ryu does not have his big sword.
Oh.
Don't leave
Great.
home without it. What should our flag look like?
Yeah.
Katsu suggests a penis.
I like that.
I was gonna say our rivals, but like all gross and icky.
I think that would be more appropriate.
That's probably better.
Hell yeah.
Can
your
we draw
rival team-
penises on their faces, though?
Okay, yeah, add it all together.
Our flag is rivals with dickheads.
Okay.
Fantastic.
But it's artsy.
Artsy.
Yeah.
It's meaningful.
You all get determination points for an excellent flag.
Yes.
So your rivals are squabbling over what to draw on their flag. You can tell that their teamwork isn't great right now because they are so sort of thrown off by what you've done. But they eventually scrawl down a very hasty-looking cool dragon.
Yeah. Ryu just keeps saying, "Draw a dragon."
Draw a dragon. Kira looks very upset.
More dragoner. More of a dragon.
Kira keeps trying to add sparkles to it and keeps getting shot down.
Yeah, every time the flag's on the ground, Ryu keeps screaming dragon every time Kira tries to put sparkles. Ryu just like kicks more dirt on the flag, like, no!
All right, so you guys are ushered to opposite ends of this huge fucking area. There's like a little like house. It's sort of been like it looks decrepit. It's like an Adobe style house. And inside is like a little pedestal where you can put your flag. And you hear sleepy announcer Haru's voice sort of projected loud over everything. And she says, "All right, sorry for the delay. You know how kids are."
God, I hate her so much.
You hear Ryu scream, "Yeah, we are kids!"
Wait, you can hear him scream.
Birds just like take off.
All right, everybody. Reminder: 3-day limit. Capture the flag. 3, 2, 1, and then there's our air horn noise.
Just kind of standing there, like.
Okay, yeah.
What do we do?
What do you do?
All right. What does our base look like? Where is our base? Is it like in an area? What is it? What kind of defenses do we see when we get in there?
It's sort of like a fake village, like a very small fake village. It's surrounded by like trees and hills. It's like a very you're in a small like fake civilization point, but
it's like
outside is like wilderness, just pure fucking wilderness.
Kind of like a Hollywood like Old West town.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same vibe, yeah.
Yeah, it's like where they practice like doing drills and shit and like breaking into stuff. So there's like residue of bombs and shit that they've used for training.
Are we allowed to move our flag, or must it remain in our safe zone?
You're absolutely allowed to move it.
Okay.
You can do anything you want. You just have to capture the other team's flag and bring it back.
All right. We can either do this fast or we can do this slow. So it's either going to be blitzkrieg or attrition. What do you think we should go for?
I wrote Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg?
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
Rika, I feel like you're going to be pulling a lot of the weight for this one.
Yeah.
Real glad that you're here.
I am completely fine with that. I'm like, yes, agreed. So what we could do is that we could do the last thing anyone would expect and basically take our flag to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We put it on Rika.
Mm-hmm.
She has the flag. She's the most athletic. She has the best chance of like dodging any kind of attack. Meanwhile, I can like create an illusion to make them think that we already have their flag.
Oh,
right.
frick.
So they're running out and looking for us, and which will allow us to kind of go in and get it.
Both are very good.
Okay.
I personally am partial to the one of putting the flag on me, of course. but
Agreed.
I'm fine with being outvoted.
No, that's
No.
I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah, make her do the work.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so I imagine like we come out of our fake town and I'm like holding the flag, and then I want to imagine we just start like booking it towards the other town.
Yeah.
See ya.
Well-
Yeah.
Arms are just waving
Yes!
like wiggly behind you.
Yeah. I'm doing the run with like my straight back with my like feet kicking forward and like all my gear flapping behind me.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
episodes,
Katsu
you guys
is
jumping through trees.
Yes.
because Katsu is unsettling, he actually pops both his arms out their sockets to do the Naruto run. So he's just kind of jogging along with his arms, just
That's
like
horrific. I hate that.
I love it. So you guys aren't taking any great pains to be quiet or anything.
No.
No.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
no.
No. Don't need it. We're coming, baby.
We're banking on intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flash,
Yeah.
thunder. Let's do it.
They're
Nice.
frazzled. They're they hate us. They'll know that we are coming straight for them.
I was about to say they're stinky. You guys know
Yeah.
exactly where they are.
Yeah, they still smell like coriander. Sorry, cilantro. Go on.
Yeah. The
Roll
other one
me-
was cardamom.
Vince, roll me a d6.
What? Sorry, roll you a
Just a single d6.
d6. Okay. Got a 2.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So as you're running, you notice like a weird fluttering sound. You don't know where it's coming from or what it is, but you know something like is sort of swooping around. Who's making that swooshing noise?
Who swoop? Who swoop?
Okay. Because I'm observant, I look up. I guess are there like bamboo trees, stuff like that?
It's a pretty heavy overgrowth.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for people jumping through the trees ninja style from branch to branch to get over us.
Okay, just give me another straight d6 roll.
Got a 2 again.
Okay.
You're looking for people, you don't see them, but it sounds smaller than a person.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's like a familiar, or like maybe one of them's like an animal expert.
Or it could just
I-
be an animal.
Could just be an animal. I do not take it
It's just a
seriously.
squirrel.
Yeah.
It's just a squirrel. I do not even alert my comrades to it.
Oh no.
So I'm just gonna like say it's
Yeah.
probably just a squirrel and just keep running on, I guess.
We're probably like
that
looking at a
common-
big leaf that looks cool. Like, look at this leaf.
Yeah, you could almost assume that it's the same cat that every Ginning team has to rescue from that. Yeah, every
I hate that cat.
cat. Like, oh, it's probably that cat just.
Okay. So you guys are running along, and I'm gonna need each of you to make me a check. And I'm trying to think if you have any like strong mental skills that can count for you.
I am
I'm
lateral
observant.
thinker.
You're lateral thinker.
Absent-minded. I nothing's really distracting me. You know what I'm saying? I got that clear, smooth brain. You know, nothing going on. So
God bless
plenty of
you,
room.
brain.
Yeah.
There's no sulcus or gyrus here.
Vince, I will say since you are a genjutsu expert, you get an extra die to roll.
I rolled a 3 and a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled
Awesome.
a 6.
Jesse, just give me one straight die roll. Same with you, Tim.
I got it. 4.
Okay, perfect.
1.
Oh shit.
Yes.
No. She has the flag.
Yeah.
Jesse, can you use a termination? The GM's too happy. The GM's too happy. Yeah, use it.
I want to re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
A 5.
Wait.
Better.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so it's a
better.
no but.
So you guys, as you're running along, ignoring the swooshing, you guys, Turnip and Katsu, you feel like chakra. You feel chakra coming at you. You see a glimpse of like a beautiful garden, like suddenly like flash through your minds, but you're able to be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Whoa.
I've never
Meanwhile,
been in a garden.
Usually not allowed.
That wouldn't grow here.
Rika, as you step to the next branch, you feel yourself step suddenly into a beautiful rose garden. And around you are the most attractive people you have ever seen in your life.
Hell yeah.
They look to you and they say, "Oh, our beautiful lady, please have a seat. Let us pour you some tea." They immediately start like rubbing your feet and like combing your hair and like doing your nails, and you know something's wrong because no one has ever been this nice to you ever. You know something's up. You are in the Skinjutsu, but you know, like, what the fuck? Like, why are all these hotties here? And why is one, like, painting my nails my favorite color?
Oh my god. Okay, well, I think I dropped the flag. I stopped moving. And
Oh god.
I'm really into it for sure. Like, wow, this is the best day to ever happen. I can't believe I just happened upon all of these lovely people. This is very exciting. Let's see. She definitely knows something is wrong though. Like, she's still aware that I was just in the tuning exam and now I'm in this grove. So I'm gonna try and but like she's also enjoying her time a lot for sure. But I am gonna try and problem solve out of it using lateral thinking and see if I could try and break out.
Perfect.
Oh god.
Let me look at the power of his. Okay, so you get another positive dice to add to your roll.
Okay.
Because his power isn't that great.
Okay.
And he's got a bunch of negatives on him too. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm rolling 2 d6s.
Perfect.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
So you look at these beautiful hotties and you're kind of just like, I wish I could stay here forever, but I gotta go. And you are able to like mentally rev up where you just break out of it. And because you were in that genjutsu, you can sort of like trace where it's coming.
Oh, hell yeah.
Frick.
Nice.
Awesome.
And so you're able to sense that that he is like pretty far away, like hiding in a tree. And like you would have noticed that Turnip that they are just sort of clustered around as well. But
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
you probably would have thought that they're too far to do anything, but
Okay. And obviously they're gonna come for us. That's not surprising.
All right. So I guess I would say, Rika, if you snapped out of it.
Yes, I'm back. Hello. Okay, great. I picked the flag back up.
Let's go fuck them up.
Yeah, they're somewhere like over there, and I kind of like just gesture vaguely.
Yes, I can also sense where the genjutsu came from, and it's in the same direction. So let's fucking get them, boys.
Get them, boys.
Yeah, we start charging and screaming. I want to say, so since yesterday, when Turnip was trying to switch out their lollies, the sweeties, I had been prepared. I had set up a genjutsu then.
Oh god!
And I'm like, I've been really like eager to use it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I've been like prepping this genjutsu just for them, and specifically because I know who the illusionist is. I believe it is Kira, because of the I saw a beautiful garden, and plus he's a he's a very beautiful boy. So it is specifically tailored to him.
Oh no!
Hell yeah!
So I guess we come near. I guess you said they were inside a tree.
Yeah, they're like hiding in branches, just like he we'll get them.
Okay. So would you guys mind if I just tried to illusionate all 3 of them at once with the same illusion?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Do it. Let's
Right.
One and done, baby.
One and done. Right. I'm going to say pure power.
Nice. You get an extra die because you have thrown them all off their game.
Sweet.
For each of these rolls. What's your power?
A. So extra 2 die.
Cool. What's the range?
The range is B.
Okay.
So that's far.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just from a role-playing perspective, as you're like kind of starting to channel, I'll just pull out my pack and give you a little treat. Your favorite treat that I know will sometimes, occasionally, give me the #1 gift that I ever received from you. A slight crack of a smile, and you don't roll your eyes at me. And it warms my soul.
I unsmilingly open my mouth and present my tongue for you to place a treat on it.
Mhm.
And I go, while I am still casting.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have... I just start tripping and raving. It's like...
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll against each of them in turn. So let's go ahead and start with Kira.
I'm going to go pee.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
How many
absolutely.
die? So 2 die plus an extra one because they're off kilter. So that's 3 die?
Yes, and an extra one, especially for Kira, because you are formulating this especially for him.
Sweet, okay. So 4, yeah, for Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 6. Got 3, 6, 3, 1.
3 6s! Oh shit!
So 3, 6, 3, 1. So yeah, 1.
No, yeah, 3. So 2 3s, a 6, and a 1. I didn't get 2 6s.
Okay.
So 1 6. Okay.
Yeah, if you got the magical 3 6s, oh my god, 3 6 miles.
So you hit Kira hard. Even though he is also a genjutsu expert, like he did not see this coming. Because you've been waiting for the moment you could pop
I
one
never
off
see
on
it
this.
coming.
Yes, on this beautiful, like clean smelling lad.
Before I tell you what the illusion is, should I roll off against the other two? Because they were going to share the same illusion.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. So roll 3 for Sachiko and Ryu.
Sachiko got a 5. So 1 1 5. Yeah, Sachiko's 5. So
nice. So
and go on.
she is able to break out of your genjutsu, but the fact that you startled her, she lets us and you're able to further pinpoint her location.
Gotcha. And Ryu was a 4.
Nice. Okay. So you're able to just get Ryu. Ryu is done. Ryu is stuck.
Okay.
What is happening?
So look at the kitty. So we know the location of Sachiko. For the other two, so what I've designed is I really hate things which are like clean, sparkly, and pretty, and he just drips with privilege, you know. So what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him believe that he is still casting an illusion upon Rika. And Ryu will also like be there next to him. So he has to maintain his concentration. But they've both been struck with a violent bout of explosive diarrhea. Right? But
yes.
they're now in a corridor. And they're having to open every single room to check if there is a toilet, because they don't want to just crap their pants. But on top of that, Kira is having to maintain concentration. So he's just kind of like waddling around while trying to concentrate.
Is he sweating a lot, Vince? He
is sweating a lot.
In like a no window, no vented bathroom stall? Is that what's happening to him?
Yes, this is autobiographical.
Oh no.
In South Korea, outside of the government building, where they're just filled with guards. Yes.
I love you, Vince. Thank you for sharing that with me. That will never leave my heart.
Kira is crying, and he's like, "My beautiful dreaming charmed rose garden surprise! I gotta keep it up for you guys. My beautiful jutsu."
And Rio's just screaming, "Oh no, my asshole is leaking!"
I love Ryu now. Actually, I feel bad for you.
Congratulations, that's the shonen protagonist way. You hate it, then you would love it.
Oh my god.
And I will say that because you were able to pinpoint Sachiko's location, you're able to see what the swooshing thing is. She has bats flying around.
Oh, cool.
Freaking bats.
Right, so
bats.
I guess I'll be maintaining the illusion if you guys want to take out Sachiko and find the flag.
Yes. Okay, yeah. I am gonna run up towards Sachiko, and I'm gonna try and throw my chain sickle at them, and then, but in a way like that it wraps around them and ties them up.
Yeah, try not to murder her.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill her. I'm trying to capture.
Trying to give her a squeeze. Okay.
Yes.
Non-lethal damage.
Dope. Okay, so she's agile, so that will be a negative. But you do have that positive for her sort of being off it from this morning, so that sort of negates it. She does have her jutsu activated, so she is sensitive to sounds and echolocation. So she has a speed of +1. So I will say that is just 1 negative die overall for you.
Okay. So how many do I roll?
Let's see. For your jutsu, you would be using power, correct?
Yeah. I was thinking power or precision.
Yeah. I would say power and agility would be the ones you roll together.
So power is 3. Speed is 1, so I have 4. So then, but there's a -1, so I would roll 3.
Yes, 3 positive dice.
Perfect. Okay. I got
She
a
looks
6,
happy.
a 2, and a 1.
Yeah, she got a 6.
Okay, you got a 6? Awesome. Perfect. So you're able to get up there and constrain her. And let me see, what should be the bonus you get? You wrap her up, and you see that she is carrying the flag.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. Yes. Take that flag.
Yes.
Turnip.
Yes.
Tim
Yes.
Turnip. Do you think you would be able to concoct a medication on the spot to actually give explosive diarrhea?
I mean, I'd probably have it just due to being one immature,
And
two
too prepared.
medicine.
You're an orphan, so you just have rotten milk on you, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if it's,
Yeah.
I get the short answer is no. The long answer is almost everything I have will do that
Okay.
under the right given circumstances. But yeah, you know, I'm sure early on in Turnip's days of making his own stuff, since the village Hidden in the Leaf, it has a pretty bad orphan record. They were just like every year for my birthday give me like a science set they bought off like eBay or for Big Lots or something like that. And so yeah, I've given myself diarrhea quite a few times.
You would think under Naruto's reign as Hokage,
Yes,
go down, but it's actually skyrocketing.
yeah. Everywhere.
So I guess while
Like, you know
maintaining
what,
my
this made me a
jutsu,
good person. All right, yeah. So what are you thinking?
I'm gonna turn to Turnip and say, Turnip, can you shoot something into their mouths that will make them actually shit their pants?
Well, I think so. I usually like to do the opposite, but I think I can. So I rustle around and I find these little little pellets I have, and let's say like, how would I for fun? I have like a slingshot maybe, or
Nice. Hell yeah.
or like no, like I have like a ladle. But the ladle is like attached to like a strap on the end of it, and I can use the
Right.
strap like a like a sling, as if I was
Nice.
attacking David the Goliath,
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
talking
Thank
shit
you.
about my lord.
Finally, Lord is entering.
Yeah, so it's a
Get
basically a
biblical.
ladle with a long thing, and then I put like the pellet or whatever in there, the run up a little bit like uncooked dough, and I whip it at him.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Go first for Ryu. I will say you will have a disadvantage because you are trying to get it in such a small little hole.
It's got a
But,
small little hole.
Their current disadvantage will cancel that out. So just
Okay.
use your what's it? Your
Precision, power, potential, maybe?
Yeah, potential and agility. Use those together.
Okay, so I have a potential, and so I do 3.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
I have a ton of determination points, so I'm just gonna boop.
Yeah, dude.
Do it.
Spend them up.
Spend 'em
I
up.
give them to you.
How could you do this to you?
2 6s, baby. 6. Hell yeah.
Oh!
Boom. Oh, that's right. 2 6s. That's give $27 more to the
Right.
Trevor
That's
Project.
right. You got to donate again. Let's go.
Gotta donate again.
You're gonna pay up to keep Ryu hydrated because he's
Yeah.
gonna be thirsty after this.
Exactly. As always, disclaimer, if you can't give due to the extenuating circumstances going around the entire world and the economy and potential Great Depression we're going to enter into, not a big deal. That being said, if you like to see 2 6s, baby,
That's right. Give what you can, and if you can't give, share it around, baby.
So true, baby.
Tell someone who
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
give.
Yeah.
Find a local
Social
charity, help out.
But internet-wise, social spreading.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Ryu
This guy
is
gets it.
going to immediately duke his pants. One of the
Yes.
advantages that you have is he had a huge breakfast.
Oh.
He is like a Goku where he eat and eat and eat and eat and never stop. So his pants are just full of a mudslide.
Okay.
Yes, you can see they were like pretty like, you know, he's basically wearing a Goku gi, and like you can see his pants. They're not like suction cup to his butt, but like they're kind of tight. You know, they're close, right? They're well fitted. All of a sudden, they just feel like a diaper.
I regret this. I regret this.
The other advantages I'm going to give you is that you don't even have to roll for Kira. The smell alone is just going to make him completely pass out. You have
That's
destroyed Kira. He hates the smell of doo-doo.
I don't like doo-doo. My one weakness.
Doo-doo is not precious and pretty.
Yeah, he pretends he doesn't have to shit. He says he's never shit in his life. He doesn't even pee. He just
He's just spackled them up.
Yeah,
They're just smooth down there.
You don't gotta roll for him. He is
Perfect.
out. He
Perfect.
is like, he even falls from the tree and lands on the ground. He's foaming at the mouth.
Okay.
And
Got that
you know,
foam.
He's out.
it's a very serious game we're playing for a great charity. As I was saying before, oftentimes marginalized folks are hit hardest when bad things happen. So that's why we're
right.
doing a very serious game to, you
Yes.
know.
That's what Naruto's all about, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Do jokes.
Well, really, obviously, the best thing is to raise money for a good cause and distract ourselves and laugh about dookies, toots, and making friends along the way.
Dookies, toots, and friends.
Do I need to roll for the last one, or are we set?
Oh yeah, did you want to try and get it in Sachiko's mouth or just the ones in the jutsu?
What would
In the genjutsu.
yeah, what Katsu? I can look
Caps
over
would say, "Fuck it, go for it."
Is that still 5 or is that fewer?
Let's see. She is agile and she has her echolocation active, so those would give her an advantage. But she has a disadvantage because she is tied up, and she has a disadvantage because she is
Hungover, basically.
off her shit. Yeah, basically
Yeah.
hungover. Yeah, she's hungover
Okay.
right now. So yeah, so it would be your agility and your
Potential.
potential.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I got 5, 3, 3, and 2 2s.
Okay.
Two twos.
Okay.
So we're going to take the twos. So you're able to get it in her mouth.
Sorry, I'm immature.
But the thing is, she coughs and half of the medicine goes out. So it's not going to be as effective as it normally would.
That's
And
fine.
the second but is that with this cough and her spewing some of the like doo-doo medicine out, she's able to wiggle loose a little bit from the chain that is holding her.
I'm
Because
sorry.
it's so unexpected and it's just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's all right. She's choking on like old milk duds, I guess. So
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, perfect.
Got
That's
bubble guts
perfect.
now.
Right.
It's
So
like-
I'm just gonna say like, grab the shit and run. So
Okay.
Oh,
I-
it
go on.
is Ryu's turn actually.
Oh,
They get to
okay.
dance.
Oh, Kim, it's our turn.
Only our turn.
Only our turn.
So Ryu has a full diaper.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
He's not looking too great. He is not feeling it. In a
I'm
word.
nervous
Gotcha.
about what he's
So-
gonna do.
I see his descriptors. Okay. Okay, so he despite my full diaper, I will attack directly you, Rika. You are my true rival in and then like
I don't want this stick man to attack me.
I'm gonna throw my hands up and be like, what the fuck? I feel like left out.
Ryu will pull a twig out and he holds it out in front of him.
Oh
And-
no.
That's right. A leaf ninja is using something made of wood.
What? Is that good?
Nani?
He immediately like this is listen. It's probably not going to work due to all the negatives, but like I was so excited for him to do this move.
Yeah.
And he's going to try it anyway because he's
Okay.
stupid. He has one move and he's going to do it. I might need to get away from the microphone because I'm going to get very loud. He's like, I summon my. What did we say? The Benketsu Kaizen!
I don't know what this is. I love it.
So basically, he does the signature Konoha substitution jutsu, but instead of you getting substituted with a log from the log universe, he deposits said piece of wood into the log universe, and his sword appears in his hand.
Using the lore.
That's right.
Oh, that's clever.
We're hoisted.
He raises it and he jumps super high in the air, and then he's
gonna fly out.
And then like shit is just falling at like like the in the Tim and Eric bit about the diarrhea pants. It's like that. Like the diarrhea is just falling out of the bottom of his pants as he jumps up into the air.
I hate you.
Oh, it's brown rain is falling from the sky.
And as he jumps into the air to attack Rika, he starts using his jutsu instead, but he doesn't use any hand motions. He's just holding the sword, but you can tell these are jutsu call outs, and it's just pure gibberish. He's just like screaming, just going, "What's flaming sword of the ultimate?"
I think the funny thing is, if Ben screams too loud, Discord is like,
passed out.
It just cuts
off.
That's the dub version. So the sub is done by the guy who's the voice of Power Roof and Neon Genesis.
Okay. Akira Ishida just grabbed
Akira Ishida is going to do my dub work on that.
Yeah.
But he will try to bring the sword down on Rika's head.
I will say that because you are bold and you are rushing headlong into danger, that this is going to cancel out your negative stat of being gross out and embarrassed, because like this is how you're hyping yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take away that negative, but you can't use that to your positive.
Okay.
Oh my God. So you are rolling power and tone, but I will take one die away from you because you are full of diarrhea.
I am being weighed down by just a troubling amount of diarrhea. So how many dice is that?
2 positive.
2 positive dice, okay.
In my head, this looks really beautiful and artistic, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like this shimmering flames and this brown streak across the sky.
Yeah, if you didn't know it was diarrhea, you'd think like, wow, this is
Well, this is
Right. The stink ruins it too, you know.
okay.
okay.
Katsu does not mind it.
Oh my God.
He got a 2. So
Okay.
he is able to come down at you, Rika, and he sort of forces you to bring up your other scythe and like sort of take your attention off of Sachiko, but it's
Okay.
not enough to get her completely free.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And now it is Sachiko's turn.
Oh, Jesus.
And she is a tactician as well as agile. So she has been taking in the scene. She, watching Ryo, is going to sort of get her shit together again. And she is going to try and use her jutsu to, let's see, go and attack you, Katsu. She has a great range, so she's going to try and sort of take you out before you can cast any more genjutsu on anybody, because she knows that's the hidden killer. So I'm going to still take one out for her being tied up, as well as being sort of hungover. This will be the last turn of her being hungover, I will say. So she's going to roll 2 positive dice. That's double 2s. So
Uh-oh.
she all of a sudden, Vince, bats everywhere. Bats are coming at there and they're squeaking at you and they're just flying
Oh, no.
around you.
I
Vince,
fall to my knees. Go on.
but it's not enough to give you any damage. So you're not going to take any points away from your determination. It's just there to give like a sort of a smoke screen. Also, but she is still not able to wriggle out of the room. So she's still tied up. She's still not able to get out of there.
So I'm like surrounded by bats, but then like I hear this old man whisper, you know, what do we do when we fall down, Mr. Wayne? Wait, get back up.
Oh my god.
I've buried too many Batmans, Mr. Wayne.
All right, so
some people just want to cover the world in shit, Mr. Wayne.
All right, so your guys' turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go first because I'm immediately in combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So I somehow managed to not get hit by the giant sword. But what am I gonna do? I am going to use my elemental might to push Ryu away with like a wave kind of blast. So that's what I want to do.
Yeah, get him nice and clean.
Give him a nice wash.
Let's see. I will say because he has pretty good power, it's going to be 1 negative die, but you have really good power as well. So it's going to be a power competition. And I'm going to give you 1 extra die because you are an elemental master. So this is sort of your forte. And he's just trying to stand up against you.
Okay. So is that just 2 die to roll then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Come on, Jess.
I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the 4. I love the 4, honestly.
The 4 will work.
So, yeah, you are able to sort of, your water comes out and it sort of blows over him and he has to take like several steps back, which is big because he's toned as fuck. He looks good. He's got dick abs. He's like, you get great cheese off of him.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's no longer pressing you. You only have to deal with Sachiko right now. You're able to fend him off.
Okay.
Cool. I give a quip. Now that's what I call a gusher.
Oh my god.
And then, I told you he's gross. He's unsettling.
It's like, he's bad. How many times do I have to say this? I suck. Stop groaning.
All right, I reckon Turnip should go next.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, because there's still like bats flying around, right?
Yeah.
I reach into my satchel. I'm like, what do bats like? I'm not too sure. And I whip something up, and then I start covering it over like my arms. And I want to make myself bat bait and run around so that all the bats only chase me, so that my friends no longer have to deal with bats. I will take the bat burden.
Yes. Okay. So, give me. Her speed is pretty good, so that's 1 negative die. But you have agility, so that cancels out. So just go ahead and give me a straight precision roll, or not precision. We'll do
Potential.
Yeah, potential.
Yeah.
Potential's good.
I love
Yeah.
you guys keep letting me use potential. You're beautiful to me.
Why keep suggesting it? Because I know you're
4, a 5, and a 5.
Nice. Okay. So the bats, they smell something that they like, and they're like, oh shit, we love this boy.
Ooh, we bats, we like it.
So they're gonna come over and like weird little birds. They're all gonna start perching on you and like lam, like licking.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Like that lady from Home Alone 2. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
And so
I bet their
Sachiko,
tongues are real rough.
seeing that her bats have failed, they're sort of tied to her, and because you have pacified the bats, you have pacified her as well. So
yes, pacify the
she's
bats.
licking you.
you see, Rika, you see something like come over Sachiko's face. Like she's normally scowling and like really angry, and you just see her go, huh? And she, for the first time you've ever seen, she smiles, and you're like, damn, that's a great smile.
Oh, kind of like
Will
it now.
me and her get together and believe it Shippuden? Who's to say?
Yeah.
I'm glad that she did not shit herself.
Or burrito.
She might in like 6 hours. That's like the half that she
Yeah, she did eat half of it, yeah.
That feel when the goth girlfriend smiles.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that just leaves me. I've shaken
Yes.
off the bats. So I go for the flag, right? I mean, like
Absolutely.
Sachiko's down. All right. So I wanna go and grab the flag, and I want to asthmatically like jog like back to my base while smoking.
Okay.
Oh
Uh,
god! Line up the negatives. I love it. Yes, yes.
Yes.
So you will probably have to roll negative dice because 1, you're unhealthy, and 2, Ryu is toned as fuck. Like
All right.
he very beefy. And he will probably try and fight you to get to it first.
Yeah,
No.
that's fine. Oh, all right. To even get it. Okay.
Yeah, to even get it
Right.
because like
Yeah.
Sachiko has it, he's closer to her. Because he's right up on them, and you were a little farther away, if I remember.
Mhm. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So he's gonna try and grab it before you. So you have to get to him first.
Okay.
So that is 2 negative dice so far. I'm not gonna give you any more.
Okay. 2 negative. So out of those, I take the lower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Rolled a 3 and a 1.
Determination?
Oh
Who's
my
they?
god.
Okay, so I've got 2 extra determination. Can I re-roll one of them?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get rid of that one. I got a 4
Okay.
for
so
that
you
one,
went
but
to
I have to
3.
take the low. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
3. Yeah.
So you're trying to run over there, but he's just too fast, and he just yoink grabs the flag before you can get close to him, and just like he's just like, "Ha! I've made it! Through the power of friendship, Sachiko and I will bear this torch together as friends, and our name shall be known across the world as the Ryu Gang. Ryu means dragon, and dragon is our flag, and our flag will never fall such as yours. Filthy hands, yucky boy hands."
I have taken out another cigarette and am now walking away casually as though I had not intended to go for the flag in the first place.
It's all good. You were able to yoink the flag.
That's right, you stinky little butthead. You can't get one over on me, Ryu, the dragon of Konoha.
All right, so Ryu, it's your turn.
Ooh! If I yank the flag back from Genjutsu Boy, it's only a matter of I would just swing at him. I'm gonna try to hit him with my big fucking sword.
All right, so
Oh,
you're gonna roll up on Katsu, and you're gonna try to hit him with the sword. Okay, the 2 things you have going for you is that you're toned,
Yes.
and your speed is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take 1 away from that.
Okay.
But you do have good power, so that's total of 2 die you're rolling.
2? Okay. 4 and a 2.
Okay.
Talk about a pork cutlet.
So Katsu, he rolls up on you, and there's nothing you could do. You're winded already from like the tiny sprint that you did. So what do you do, Ryu? Do you like hit him with the back of the sword, or what do you do?
Yeah, I in order to like get up to him, he will like point the sword out and start spinning like a helicopter. and he yells at him. He's like, "If my sword hits you, that means you got hit." Spinning and spinning and spinning, and eventually just like he thwacks him in the side of the head with the sword, the flat end. He's not
a killer.
He's not a murderer.
All right,
Okay.
so that takes away 1 determination from you.
Okay.
I forgot that was our health as I'm just like spinning it like, who cares?
You're 1 success away from beating this challenge, by the way.
Okay. Right. So since the other 2 are knocked out, I guess it's back to us, right?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like one of you 2 should go now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave me.
Rika,
I
you mean
wanna-
your rival, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to are they close enough for me to like catch up to them without that being a full action? Okay.
Yeah, you're agile, so it's fine.
Hell yeah.
You're quick. That's what you are.
anime camera pans into my angry anime eyes that are now like glistening and shiny with inspiration to save my friends.
Yes.
So Rika's gonna dash towards Ryu, and then she's going to attack with her chain sickle. It's also water activated too, so I want to try and get him in like a, I don't know, whirlpool or something with my chain sickle.
Hell yeah.
Do it. Yeah, the only negatives I can come up is just like he's toned, so he's pretty like buff when you hit him, but that's the only negative. So use your power and let's see. Let's do your potential as well. Add those both in.
Okay, all right. So that is 3 + 2. That's 5. So
Hell yeah, roll it.
all right.
All ones. Ryu is
I
on
got
six.
2 6s, 2 1s, and 1 2.
Yes.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
There's lightning flashing between your eyes.
Yes!
You run up like in slow motion. Sakuga is happening right the fuck now.
Hell yeah.
You've entered.
Sugar time.
You look fucking amazing, and you do like a cool like fucking spin as you activate your whirlpool, and you're like doing your chains. That even Ryu has to acknowledge that you are fucking dope, and you are better than him.
Oh no. Are we seeing an ego death?
Oh
Yes.
no!
He doth be slain in the spirit.
Ryu is not only completely wiped physically, he is completely wiped mentally. You have defeated him.
But not
and-
wiped buttly. You know what I'm saying, everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the water mixes doo-doo even more liquid, and it's just like
No!
spraying in the pool.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a
that's
brown
the one- that's the-
whirlpool.
Come from, instead of bidetting his butt, it just spreads it. It's like
Okay.
oil on water.
No!
Yeah. We all have pink eye after all of whatever just happened. That's for sure. So even if we win, we do sort of lose a little bit, but you know, whatever.
So not only have you beaten Ryu, you have now earned his undying respect.
Yes.
Hell yeah!
And,
Yes!
Go.
Yes.
So Ryu, how would you present the flag to your new queen who just kicked your ass and awoke something in you?
I'm imagining that meme of the knight holding up the sword to the shadow lord.
Yes.
Yeah. He, in his mind, that's what's happening, but like he's doing very anime stuff, just like, like scratching the back of his head, like not quite looking at her. Like, I guess, you really showed us what's what, Rika, and your stinky orphan friends are pretty cool too, I guess. Here's our flag. There's no way we could overcome the might of your teamwork and how cool you are and stuff. And if a ninja prom exists, if you're free or whatever,
You're drenched in
Whatever.
Hell yeah.
Everyone
Enemies
is
to lovers,
covered in
baby.
Yeah. Covered in shit and bats. Yeah, beautiful moment.
I guess
Human
if you can
shit,
still
rat
love
shit.
someone,
Romance
Yeah.
right there.
if
Oh,
you
yeah.
can love
Oh, no.
someone after being covered in their shit, then that's true love, you know?
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, so you have both flags.
Hell
Okay, I am on the floor, almost dead. I'm like on the verge of unconsciousness, but I'm mumbling, help, 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 help,
Yes!
help, 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 help.
He's like, why does he keep saying help?
It's a callback.
Sorry, small sidebar. Is there any way for both teams to win? Is that a possibility, or is it only one?
Only one.
Oh yeah, damn, that
that's,
sucks.
that's how tuning exams are, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
that's-
you remember Harry Potter, Voldemort would turn up and kill him.
No,
Yeah.
I'll run over to Katsu and use my medicine to try to get him chill. Like,
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know.
Nice. So
I guess we still need to get the flag back to
Yeah, that's
true. I
base.
want to imagine like Rika picks up Katsu and just like throws him over the shoulder, and then like she's holding the other 2 flags in the other arm, and then she
Yes!
looks
Oh my
back at
God.
Rio and is like, maybe we can get together sometime, and then walks
Yes!
towards
Oh
the
my.
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
At the back, just going.
Before you leave Turnip, Sachika's gonna go over to you and be like, "Hey, so that stuff you did with the bats, that was really cool. If you want to get together sometime, I don't even care that you've died before. Like,
Why do people keep saying I've died? Why do you keep saying that? What's the deal with that? You two always act weird whenever someone says I've died.
wait.
I know that you're like goth or whatever, so you're probably just like using it as a metaphor, but
Honestly, it makes me more attractive to you. The fact that you've died before.
I don't understand this metaphor. What? Wait, why do you keep saying I've died?
Wait, you don't know?
No.
Flashback! Flashback scene! Flashback scene! Flashback scene!
Ah, ah.
Okay. So
Okay, it's 1 year before.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yes.
Okay, it's 1 year before. Turnip has decided to try and befriend the weird stinky boy in the corner of the room. So he makes him
You have an
a
interesting musk
Katsudon.
to me.
Yes, I have an alluring musk. You make him his favorite meal, which is Katsudon, and you present it to me. And for the first time in my life, I have felt human connection and the warmth through food. But because I have such a strong like antisocial personality, I'm like it's like, oh, get lost, and like
You're
kind
a
of
hedgehog.
like yeah, I am a hedgehog. This is the hedgehog's dilemma. So
Yes.
like I hurt your feelings, right? But like so later that night I go to your ninja hut, I guess, because you're an orphan and you live alone. I guess so am I. And like I knock on the door and like, you know, I'm kind of my feet are kind of shuffling and I'm like, Turnip, that was the nicest thing you've ever done for me. I'm gonna give you like the most beautiful illusion I could possibly imagine to say thank you, because cooking is your gift and this is mine. And I cast a genjutsu illusion on you, and I tried to make it really nice, but like your brain start running out your nose,
Okay.
and like now there's a dead body. I'm like, shit.
Vince, stop
Oh my
killing
God.
me!
I've got a fucking dead body. So I call up someone who used to be my friend.
Oh my God.
I go over to Rika's house. I'm like, dude, you got to help me tie the dead body. And what do you do?
Yeah, Rika. So are we like childhood friends?
Yeah, but
Okay.
we've been distant the last few, I guess.
Okay. Rika's like, you know what, bro? I'll help you. We can get rid of this dead body. I got you.
Fucking rad.
Yes.
Okay, so how do we replace him?
What's happening?
Uh,
Why?
You guys probably know of some forbidden jutsu. And the best way that you guys can think of would be to sneak into like the Hokage library and steal that scroll without anybody noticing, do the ritual, and then just put it back and don't tell anybody.
Perfect.
So we stole the ritual, and what the ritual is that we have to chop down a tree, take the log, bury it in a swamp, and then come back 3 days later, perform the jutsu over it, and then as we with shovels we dig him out. There is just like the like bits of bone and flesh beginning to bubble like on the surface of the log, and then like the final bit of the jutsu like creates this like naked shivering Turnip on the ground. And Turnip always wondered why he woke up in the middle of a swamp naked and cold.
I mean,
But
we
yeah,
like
we
to
just
get-
like we
we like to
ran
get
off.
wild sometimes.
Yeah.
orphan hijinks. What are you gonna do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we get wacky.
Since you're an orphan, no one noticed.
Yeah.
Just like in the real world.
But I will say,
That's-
Sachiko, her bats were out. That's why she knows what happened.
Okay.
And that's why she's kind of been like, these guys are sus. Don't like them.
So I came back to life after dying, after being buried in swamp.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is,
You're like a
you-
clone.
yeah, you're not
okay.
you, right? You did die. So according to like metaphysics in terms of continuity, yes, you would be a new being. That being said, you identify as Turnip. You have the same memories as Turnip. So it's really like the transporter conundrum, this idea of that continuity. Personally, I see you as Turnip. I feel a little bit guilty, but
What do you? I'm a clone. Waka.
Murder's about shitting, ramen, and clones.
That's right.
We nailed it.
All Naruto know is shit, ramen, clones, and lying.
Oh my god. I hope this is so on brand for me as a person, and
Yes,
I'm
clone,
having a
dying,
like,
yes.
Yes.
Whoa, okay, cool, I guess.
So you guys make it back to your base. You have the flag. Once you put them both in the base, like fireworks explode, like a little tune plays. It's all very cool. And the proctor, Sleepy Proctor, shows up and says, "Hey guys, great job. You passed. You guys, I think, were like second fastest, which is really cool. But you guys can go ahead and go on over to the last test. This is gonna be a wild one. Just wait and see." And so you go to like this waiting room. You know that normally for the tune-in exams, there's like this big coliseum, and they usually make you fight like one-on-one while people watch. But you can tell that maybe not gonna be that. So once everybody has filtered into the room, who should show up but ya boy and mine, Naruto Uzumaki.
He's there.
I don't believe it.
Oh my god. I don't believe it.
He's gonna point at you and say, "Believe it! Hey guys,
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
yes,
Snap.
It's Naruto.
I love your enthusiasm. I love it. Hey, you and me, hell yeah, enthusiasm, great. But
Just chill down a bit.
we've had a terrible track record for tuning exams when it comes to simply holding a tournament as the last exam. So what we're gonna do is we're having a ramen eating competition against me.
Hell yeah!
It's gonna test your stamina and your mental fortitude. Ha! Believe it. And so you go out
Like
to the
the
middle
Persona
of this
4 ramen restaurant where you have to get to the bottom.
Yeah, the meat dimension.
The meat dimension, yeah.
Yes. So you all go out, and before you, there's each little tables. Ichiran has sponsored it. Their logos are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, Ichiran's the best ramen. Go to Ichiran
So
after the
there's
lockdown.
yes, hell yeah.
Go
So
now.
there's bowls and bowls and bowls of ramen before you. You each have your own little table to eat at. This is like an individual test, and you have to eat more bowls than Naruto Uzumaki.
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
The
Shit.
silver fox built himself.
Shit.
How can you take your eyes off him? He's too
Before
hot.
we begin, I wanna turn to Rika and say, Rika, you're my oldest friend. You're my only friend. I don't like you, but thanks for saving my life and stuff, whatever. And that dude was really hot, just covered in shit. And then I turned to Turnip and I'm like, dude, sorry for killing you.
That's okay.
But if anything, you've actually improved since the incident. So could technically say I improved you. And then and that's my pep talk.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm so inspired by those deep words.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. And we're just gonna go round robin and just give me a reason. It's kind of like the 4th edition skill check game where give me a problem and give me a solution that you can roll for.
Okay.
So
I would like
go ahead.
to start.
Absolutely.
I would like to pass everyone a little bit of grandma turnips, quick eating throat coating oil, so that
You're gonna make
you know,
my throat nice and loose, okay?
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
remove
right.
all throat friction. Like,
Oh, get it in real deep, okay?
yeah, and also it will help suppress. Can I walk through this minefield of making a dick sucking joke? Can I do it wrong? It will help. Believe it. It will help you suppress your urge to
gag.
evacuate. No, I didn't say that.
I feel like I could eat a whole cucumber now.
She's like,
Slurp it down.
it helps you slurp it down. Fuck it, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
And I'll say you guys can do this as a team. Just give me 5 successes and you win.
Okay.
So go ahead. I would say potential again. So roll whatever that is. And
yeah.
we'll take the yes or no.
I have one more. I have 2 more determinations, so I'm gonna save one to get ramen damage. I'm gonna roll 4, and I got a 6, a 1, a 2, and a 5. So 6.
Nice. So you hand out that oil, and this recipe that you made is even more potent than normal. Like somehow you have stepped you're cooking up, and shit just slides right through. It is lubed as fuck.
Oh man,
So-
I'm eating noodle like Janice Griffith over here, you know.
Vince, I was about to say he labeled it the new glide.
I feel.
So you guys are feeling great. You're sucking them nudes down. Like it's great.
I'm ashamed of
Okay.
my words and deeds.
Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Okay.
So mine's gonna be more individual, but since Rika works out a lot, she's really good at carbo loading.
Ooh,
So
fuck
she's
yeah.
done this in the past where she's eaten a lot of ramen noodles to carbo load. So she's a little experienced in the extreme ramen eating competitions.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do you have anything you want to add to that? Like
Maybe
I'll let
durability.
yeah, perfect. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right. So is that just 1d6?
Because you have one just for the standard roll, and then you add one for the extra ones.
Oh
that
yes.
you
Okay.
have.
All right. I got 2 5s.
Okay.
So you are carbo loading, but these noodles, Naruto, a fucking freak, and he likes to make them dense as fuck. So
That's a good noodle, though.
You start off having a bit of trouble sort of getting the noodles down, and because your tummy isn't prepared for an eating competition. I don't think a lot of people's are. But at the very end, you remember everything that you've been through today and the hardships that you have, and it gives you the power to keep on going.
Yes.
Because I like to cheat, I will cast genjutsu upon myself, and I will give myself the illusion that I am constantly hungry and I haven't eaten anything in a week, and it just like a continual I can keep going to eat kind of thing.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What would you want to add to that?
I mean, power is my best stat. So
Do it.
okay.
Freaking do.
So 3 die, yeah, is that right?
Mhm.
2 4s and a 1.
Nice. So you get 2 4s. So I'm going to count that as 2 successes.
Sweet.
So you only need 2 more successes. So you cast that genjutsu. It works a treat. You are just chowing down. You're just I'm the hungriest boy on this earth. I need to fill my tum tum.
Self-hypnosis.
Yeah. It works, man. All right, turnip.
Golly beans. I would like to lean on my immature as a flaw, but also a bonus. And I want to lean back and let loose the most Naruto Uzumaki pleasing belch this side of Naruto Bridge.
Hell yeah, do it. Just roll it.
How many should I roll?
1 for this standard roll, and then 1 more.
Perfect. 3 and a 2?
Okay. The 2. So you go ahead and you lean your little head back and you go, "Burn!" And you're trying to make Naruto sort of stop in his tracks and say, Believe it. I love that. Burps are great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't flinch. He does not fucking flinch. He is
No.
so focused on
Oh,
slurping it.
no.
Oh.
You're seeing, though, that competitors are dropping out all around you. You guys are maybe like the last 4. Like, there's one other person besides you guys. And even Naruto is starting to look a little flagged.
Yes.
He's an
All
old
right,
man.
come on,
now.
Rika, bring it home.
Okay. I think I'm going to use my lateral thinking to
Perfect.
strategically eat less dense noodles with my ramen to keep going.
Hell yeah.
I still feel
hell
like
yeah.
Family Food. Each time we come, Family Feud. Each time we come with a good idea, like, yeah.
Accolades.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Would that just be 2 dice again?
Just 2 dice.
Okay. All right, here we go. I got a 3 and a 5.
Replace. Use a determination.
I don't think I have any. I don't.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
No.
Well, it's okay.
You're trying to strategically eat around it, but it's just like it's tonkatsu. It's the same kind of like noodles and stuff because it's Naruto's fave.
Oh,
So
that's so
that
good.
particularly doesn't work out, but the other person besides you 3 drops out. So it's
hell
just
yeah.
you
Okay.
guys.
Okay. I guess it's back to me.
Mhm.
I'm going to use my flaw of unsettling to like you saw how I basically popped my arms out of my sockets. Turns out I can also do that with my jaw.
Oh my god.
And so I pop my jaw out
No.
and I make my mouth kind of big and I'm literally like picking up bowls and go like that. So
roll it.
I'm deep throating the ramen. So
Fuck yeah.
would that how many die would that be? 2?
Just you.
2. 6 and a 3. Got 6.
Just
Yes.
Oh,
So as you Python unhinge your jaw and just dump the soup back, Naruto looks up, sees you do this extremely gross thing, and he is put off his food. He cannot eat a single bit more.
Ow.
He almost throws up at what you just did.
No.
He says,
Dude.
okay, exam over. You guys win! Believe it!
Yay!
Guess what, everybody? You're all tuning now, and you look up in the stands and you see your rivals. They're cheering. They're going ape shit for you. Confetti is raining down. Naruto's puking in a bucket. Like it, like the end of the Karate Kid. That music. You're the best around. That's playing in the background. You guys feel stronger than ever. You have overcome your weaknesses. You have discussed your dark past, and you are ready to face the world as Chunin. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yeah. I turn to my pals and with a noodle coming out my nose, I say, "Let's hope our first mission is a good one."
Yay!
Hey! Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking with us and helping us achieve our goals. I could tell towards the end there your energy was giving it to us. We're very tight on time, but real quick, Vince, where can people find you online?
Transformation Sequence. We run a podcast called Transformation Sequence. Kym, Ben, and we review anime. You can go to at Sequence Pod on Twitter. Kym is at Kym Catties, KymCattys. Ben is at Ben Stonick, BenStonick. Kym is also one of the 3 members of our sister podcast. Something Reviewto. What was it called?
Hey. Jessy, where can we find more of you?
Awesome. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Juicifers. That's JUSIFERS.
Yes, and the 3 of us, as Vince said, are on Naruto Reviewto, where we go through and watch Naruto. We're have several episodes. It's very good, and I love it. Kym and Ben, any other pluggables you guys want to plug before we shut down and switch on over to the Fae Forge Academy session?
You can find me on Wintercrest. It's a Monster Hearts podcast where we do weird, crazy, funny, sexy stuff with my buddies. You can also find me on Love to Hate, which is a podcast where me and my friends talk about things we love and things we hate.
Cool beans, baby.
Hi, I also am on a type of podcast that no one that has ever been on this network knows about. It's called a 5th edition Real Play podcast. It's called RPG Radio Show.
Interesting.
I know, right? It's a very original concept to come up with that no one else has. No, I'm on a show called RPG Radio Show. It's a 5th edition Real Play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. It's edited up to sound like an audiobook, so that's fun, original music, that kind of stuff. So check it out if you got the time. I mean, come on, we're all locked inside. Check it out, believe it.
Hell yeah, believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
All right.
Thanks for playing. Just
thanks
before
for
I
having
bring
us.
down the stream,
Yeah,
I've just
thanks for
announced
having us.
that the winner
Alright,
of
I'm gonna go run and grab a
copy
snack.
of Volcanic Isle by Arcane Wonders is Calvin Scott. I'll
Yeah!
send you
Congratulations.